Well, burn no more, because it's time for fan mail, where James has been apparently, allegedly, to New York City.
And from. To and from.
Yeah, he's back now.
Do you guys even know why I went to New York?
You didn't even tell me. I had to find out from other people. So,
well, you told us in the chat.
It was Kermit the Frog's 60th birthday, and I went.
I
to
like
the birthday
it.
Party.
Oh, that's fun.
That's
Is that really
amazing.
why you went?
Nah. I mean, one of the things I was most excited to see was the Jim Henson exhibit in the Museum of Motion Pictures. And when I was on a subway in New York, I was looking it up to see what day we were going to go, and it just happened to be a 2-day weekend event that was Kermit the Frog's birthday.
Oh,
so
my.
We ended up going on the most beautiful day and sitting inside and listening to.
Were you crying?
I mean, I didn't actually cry.
Come on, inside.
I was so close. I was so close.
I can't imagine you holding it together through that.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And there was an archivist from the Legacy Foundation of Jim Henson who was like a Muppet puppeteer back when Jim Henson was alive. When he died. Yes, a Muppeteer. And then started doing the archival stuff afterwards. But he had archived all of the stuff of Kermit the Frog, who was not always a frog.
What was he before? Just a amorphous thing?
Exactly. Jim Henson didn't want to have like a creature attached to it or a character. He wanted people to use their imaginations to kind of make it whatever he wanted. But it generally looked like a tree lizard of sorts. But Johnny Carson introduced him as Kermit the Frog. And that was where it stuck.
I didn't realize until recently just how far back Kermit goes. It was like 1950 something, wasn't it? Like really
well, considering
far back.
I just told you it was his 60th birthday, or maybe I didn't say it was his 60th. It was his birthday, his 60th birthday.
Good point. But yeah, still, I mean, I literally found out 10 minutes ago. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I don't know. It's
wait a second. I think it was actually longer than that. I think because 60 years ago was. That would have been.
I got you guys. I'm gonna Google it.
What's the 19? Math on
I
60
think.
years ago?
I think.
He was born in 50 in the 50s.
I think it was 55. Is when Kermit the Frog.
He's 64 years old. Birthday March 14th, 1955.
Nailed it.
Birth sign Pisces.
Pisces. Well, we're not doing astrology on the show. So yeah, I mean, I told you I don't know. We talk about the Muppets a lot, but I've been watching all the Muppets lately. So
I'm so jealous.
Really?
And yeah, I knew there was a Jim Henson museum because I saw Adam Savage's video on it, and it looks really awesome. So that was a good thing to visit, I imagine. Do they have all the puppets, the Muppets?
They have
the
a
Sesame
whole
Street
bunch.
ones.
I mean, it's not a Jim Henson museum. It's a museum of the motion.
Yeah, but it's got a
moving
section
picture.
that's just about.
It's got a huge section, and then it actually spills out into some other sections. I believe he was the one who made the wolves from Wolfen. I'm not 100% sure, but there was a couple things at the museum that were missing because they also have a traveling show, so they take some of the stuff for the traveling show.
Nice.
Yeah, it was my favorite thing we did in New York. They had a 2-hour documentary that was not like, it was just found footage from the archives of the first like stuff with Kermit the Frog. And I mean, you know what? I should save some of this for when Morgan and I are playing Dark Souls, because otherwise I'm going to bore everybody. Like, I've started reading the Jim Henson like book. It was written by this archivist that was the person running the documentary film.
So I didn't do anything. I'm sitting in my chair. That's big
great.
news.
Well, yeah.
So how does it feel?
It's okay for now. We're going to find out halfway through the recording day whether I've been doing a couple hours a day in the chair, which has been better. And then I do my little exercises. So hopefully I'm pretty close to being mended.
Well, it's nice to see you looking beautiful and back in your usual spot. The chat would love to know what the job interview is for. I don't know if you can spill any clues on that.
Oh, yeah. Chase Bank. Maybe you've heard of it. They need a doorman, and I'm the guy who can open and close doors. all day, every day, baby. That's what I do.
Amazing. Morgan looks like he's about to pick up a phone call where the voice on the other end has him doing increasingly dangerous things for increasingly larger monetary rewards.
Yeah, I'll do that. My girlfriend hates this. She likes to play the game like, how much money would it take you to do this thing? And she is disgusted by me about how low the amounts of money is for me to do horrific things.
Wow. Zach's in the chat. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else we want to announce? James, you're dying to make an announcement, I can tell.
I don't have any announcements. I'd love to make an announcement. I'd like to get started because I'm looking at how many videos we have this week.
He's got a pizza.
Yeah, I think the comments really cover all the bases because they're gonna. James, it's just know that we all love you. We're all here for you.
Just know that a couple of these videos have only 1 or 2 on them. So if that helps,
no matter what people say in the comments, you're one of us, and you'll probably always have a job here at Gamefront. Maybe.
I didn't know reviews. I didn't know this was the time of year for reviews. I should have dressed up.
Yeah, I did. Danny, I'm ready. Anytime we want to do my year-end review, I'd love to hear it. But first, let's start with Danny Souls 2, Modders of the First Senate, Episode 4.
Did we run the intro?
Well, we run it just now, so I guess we're Danny Souls 2. What is it? The first sin, episode number 4.
I liked it when I said it.
But you said it during the intro. Kamikaze Ice said 38:35. Danny's Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling song. I don't remember that.
Well, if there's one way you could really get it refreshed, my guess is you sing it right there at 38:35.
That would be my guess.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Well,
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Hang on.
Danny.
I'm a bit unprepared. Give me a second.
Do you think it's like Dan-a-ling-a-ling?
Dan-a-ling-a-ling?
Yeah.
Danny's ding-a-ling. Beady, Danny's ding-a-ling.
That's no. What was the time?
That seems more accurate.
38:35.
Wait, did you fight that guy already? He's fun, right?
Well, it's all in a different order,
all
you
up
see.
in different orders. Yeah.
The guy on the cover?
Yeah, so she's like one of the. She comes in a pair as an end boss, apparently in the original. But
it's pretty good. I like mine
I
better.
must have been having
beat
a
and
stroke.
melody be damned.
I must have been.
We don't need it,
Mikey.
We don't need it.
You can't give money to your own business, Mikey. Stop.
That's how you launder money, baby.
It is.
Kamikaze Ice might as well get a mod to change the SS Flash into Mountain Dew Livewire. No joke, we tried it, but that one didn't work.
There was legitimately a mod that changed it into Mountain. I don't know if it was Livewire, but it was Mountain Dew something.
That's awesome.
And we did try to install it, but there are some mods which they're all mixed together on Nexus mods, and some of them only work with the original and not with Scholars of the First Sin. So that's kind of where problems saying. But hey ho.
Do you remember when we used to do the live streams? I guess it was...
Wow, call out. I've been injured, James.
No, I'm having a hard time remembering whether it was Joey or Jordan, but they had joined us on some sort of live streams. I'm not even sure if you were there at the time, but Jordan kept coming out and being like, or it was Joey, this is brought to you by Pepsi. This is
that was Joey.
That was Joey. That was so funny. And like, I wonder, like, doing the Mountain Dew reminds me of that. Doing the Dew. But like, those people were really shilling stuff, and no one gave them a hard time. I can't talk about the advantages of Humble Bundle without people jumping down my throat.
Because you were really doing it.
All right.
Zach has gifted tier 1 subs to Healer, Red Rhinelander, Mono Mike, Zeno Light Zero, Hysteria 80.
James, can I say that your lighting is so bright that we can't even read your coffee cup?
What does it say?
It says Gamefront. And then it says,
that's just.
But Jesus is my co-pilot.
Who is that guy? It's handsome.
I don't know. It just looked like a white cup to me. But anyway,
Here, I'll dim my lights if that's helpful. Let's see, where is it?
well, everyone's waiting in anticipation while Zach's subs just chime away on the alerts. Thank you, Zach, for your gifts. Again, technically money laundering, but that's fine.
That's what we do, baby. That's how we make our cash. Oh, perfect.
Oh my god, I thought that was somebody else for a second. The line's just...
Just a little scream guy shows up.
I liked how
I
you
can't
could
see
see
if
nothing
it's
but
good
his
or not.
face when the lights went out.
I would
Because
go
it's-
just a touch brighter and you're going to be perfect. Because now we can really see you.
Well, he needs to hold the mug up for calibration.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, the mug looks
That's
way better.
way
You can
better.
see,
Like,
you can see there's a
James
top
and
to
Jesus.
it and
Yeah.
coffee in it.
What if we did something crazy like this?
That's terrifying.
Because
kinda
you're wearing a dark jumper, you look like a disembodied head. Which isn't a terrible look, but Steve the Ghost
Green?
has
No, just bright white.
they're an exclusive thing, the James and Jesus mugs. Steve has one too.
We don't have them anymore, huh?
If you get yourself on the top level of Patreon, I think you can get yourself a mug.
Do you just have like a closet full of them? Kamikaze Ice. Oh no, Brett Hahn. Danny's impersonation of Arnold sounds more like Grover. Manjorn.
That's
Thunder.
a bit-
Zach, stop being a little B word and two-hand your weapon. This is the sort of coaching we need for James, lol. I love when James catches a stray on.
Yeah,
video
it's
he's
nothing
not
to
even
do
on.
with James, but he's still getting grief.
It just ricochets off and hits him right in the shoulder. Steve the Ghost, with regards to the wall you tried blowing up, maybe read the messages before throwing the bombs. Lol. I always had to hug the wall, then toss the bomb at an angle to get it to blow up. That's good. Brad Hahn, Agape Ring stops you getting souls. It's for staying at a set soul memory for summoning and PvP. The Agape Ring is weird. There's a church here in LA called Agape, and it's like a new agey religion thing. So that always tripped me out because I'd never heard that word before besides the church.
Well, there you go. There's a church named after Dark Souls in LA. I mean, that's about as new age religion as you can get. Oh, who sent that video clip the other day showing those two people on, maybe it was Love Island or something similar, where he was like suggesting Elden Ring bosses' names for the names of his children or whatever.
That was on Love Island?
I can't remember. I don't know the show. It was
That's the
on something-
crossover I need in my life. My two favorite things.
I mean, it might get me
it
to
was-
watch if there's a guy that big of a fan of Elden Ring.
It might have been a different show, but it was something like that. But yeah,
It's in the Discord?
I think it's in the Discord.
I'll find it later.
We'll find it later.
Cool Sales Botnet, Zach was saying that it would be nice if they could implement a mod that would block the HUD, since Danny doesn't check his health bar anyways, but I'm pretty sure you can just turn it off in the options if you want.
Yeah, you can turn it off in the option.
Yeah, you can turn. Why are you turning your HUD off though?
No, I turned it on. I turned it so that it hides itself when it's not in use. If you know what I mean. It's like an auto.
Oh, like it's full?
Oh, I thought-
a bit like Elden Ring does it, right? You know, like where the HUD only really pops in when you use or need to know, and otherwise it's hidden.
I'd really like to try a walkthrough of it with no HUD, like just hardcore mode. I don't think I could ever do it. I'm too scared.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do
Yeah,
it
it
for
would
two
take
because you
5
didn't
years.
finish 2, but you could probably do it for 3, given how good you got at 3.
I wish there was a record of me streaming 2 and how many times I did it, because I feel like I beat it like 3 times.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm talking about James. But I'm just I'm
I
just
beat it
saying,
a couple times too, Danny.
is there any evidence of that anyway?
I think it's on Gamefront.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just think like you'd do better at 3 because you did 3 so well during that stream last year. I bet you could do 3 without.
I'm not too proud to say I don't know how to say that thing in the front of illusory.
Oh, it's in, if I recall correctly, Morgan.
Yeah, but how would you say it? Like,
Oh, Irk.
Illusory rolls.
Irk?
IIRC.
illusory.
Irk.
Illusory.
I thought I was going to get to teach you internet speak for the first time ever.
Yeah, I just didn't know like it was lowercase L's or
Oh, well, it's eyes. So that means you didn't know what it stood for. If you thought it was
of course
lowercase
not.
L's.
I mean, I knew what it meant, but I didn't know like the individual.
If you didn't know the words, how in the hell did you know what it meant?
Because of how it's used on the internet, and then, like I know the intention of it because of how it's always used.
So you knew that IIRC always meant, if I remember correctly, but you didn't know it meant, if I remember correctly.
Exactly. And that's what it's like to have anaphasia. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
is this really an anaphasia thing? Oh, Jesus.
Let's go, baby.
Anyway, illusory walls in Dark Souls 2 don't open the same way as all the other games. You've got to press the A button to open them.
Yep.
Not hit. Is that true?
That is true. It's the only game that is different.
Ooh, that's cheeky. That is very cheeky. That is a good tip. Thanks for the tips.
Wait, did Zach not remember that? Zach, get in here.
It hasn't come up in conversation, to be fair, but yeah.
You're 4 videos deep and you haven't checked for a secret wall yet?
Well, I mean, I've probably checked. I've probably checked for tons of them. I just haven't checked for them in the right way.
So you're telling me that it hasn't come up, but Zach has thought you were just angry hitting the wall with a sword.
To be honest, I don't think there's been many obvious illusory walls so far.
Do you think Zach would be standing up for you like this? Because what you're doing is you're trying to say Zach didn't make a mistake. He clearly didn't remember.
I've decided that I shouldn't be nasty about Zach.
Steve the Ghost in the Twitch chat. I did link to a secret wall you missed on Discord, Danny.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to open it. So, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Right. All right, okay. That's coming into focus.
Steve also says, if it looks like you should be able to circle around to the right of that Watcher boss and it'll miss you with a few of its attacks, saving you some stamina from having to block or roll.
Yeah.
Good tips. Steve again says also, Zach, don't worry about running out of human effigies. There's quite a few places and enemies that can be farmed for them, including the Bonfire. What's that say? Aesthetics? Is probably the quickest way. You can get 5 from the chest in the cave of the forest of the fallen giants each time you do.
Mm-hmm. And then it makes the enemy stronger, right?
Does Danny know that? Does Danny know that?
I don't think
No.
I'm in anywhere near to
if you
running out of
read
human
it,
effigies
you're
yet.
reading the item descriptions, right? Danny?
I mean,
Danny? Are you reading the item descriptions?
So every time you use a human effigy, the enemies get harder.
Yep, that's what I said.
Is that true?
Yep.
Fucking hell. I don't like this game. I don't know if I'm playing it, to be honest. It's just... Why does anyone like the second one?
Okay, so first of all, that was a day late or two for an April Fool's joke. That is not what Morgan said. But I can now, from an outside perspective, somebody that wasn't listening to Morgan got busted. He did not say that.
Sorry. I'm trying to run the
Burning
stream.
the Bonfire Aesthetics. I believe that's how also the bosses come back, or is that my mismemory?
It gives you a bunch of free souls.
I don't think I've ever done it. So what does that do then? Burning Bonfire
Yeah, it gives you free souls.
gives you
But you
free
have to burn
souls.
10 of them at each one. Yeah, every 10th one that you burn, it gives you like a million free souls.
He's lying to you now. Now you don't even need to listen. He's off the rails.
Okay,
From my understanding, burning a bonfire aesthetic at a bonfire makes, like, if you had eliminated all the enemies because you killed them so many times and restarted, they'd come back. The bosses would come back, and
They come back
they're all
stronger
a
as
little
well.
bit more difficult.
Yeah.
There's one apparently that every time you burn one, you get 5 human effigies,
It's because it resets everything in the area.
treasure chests included.
Yeah.
Pill says, I'd say it was possible to win against that boss, but you do you. A kind reminder that some doors can be broken. Just visually confirmed the door looks kind of beat up and hack away.
All right, here's the flavor text. Tossing this into a bonfire strengthens nearby foes. That's the first sentence. Once the bonfire aesthetic is devoured by the flames, its effects can never be reversed. Be prepared before using this perilous ember. Fire exhibits a connection to the curse, and when the flames grow stronger, so does the curse.
Wow.
So basically, you use the bonfire aesthetic in that bonfire. It strengthens all the enemies in the general area of the bonfire.
Yep.
And that's permanent. And what's the purpose of doing that again?
So if you find a chest that has 5 effigies in it,
you can it will respawn.
You can reset it
what's in
and
the
go grab
chest.
it. Yeah, but they'll be stronger. But the thing is you yourself are gonna be getting stronger. So when you go back to another area, you're gonna be. Well, I mean, I guess in regular Dark Souls 2, I don't know about in Martyrs of First Sin, but normally you would be going back to an area where you would be overpowered anyways. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although I guess there is still an upper limit to how strong they can get.
There's no limit.
Okay, so there's an upper limit to how good my abilities are. Therefore, I can't farm forever. But I can farm. I can farm so
for a
much.
while.
For a while, maybe if I'm lucky.
You're here for a good time, not for a long time.
Elden Ring 96. Here we go.
Oh, it caps at level 7. There we go. There's the real answer.
Danger Dad. Hey, James Puzzle Master Haney. Here's a fun word scramble that I can't seem to solve. There, a U is... I don't even need to read this.
When spell through and blue means your FP is your of and you out anything cast. I have no idea what that says.
It says that when there's a line through the little picture of your spell.
No, you can't
out of blue, which is your FP.
It's blue. Yep.
I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. Those mistakes that I'm still making are not because I don't know the puzzle of the fucking spellcasting FP cost. That puzzle's been solved. Okay. I have tunnel vision, and I don't look at that part of the screen. Of the corners of the screen. I look at where my player is in the middle.
Oh, but not the boss. That's the other problem. Now we're getting somewhere. You're just looking at your player's butt the whole time. Come on, Hutu's room. Your DMC 3 videos. Godson. Yeah, that's powerful that he came all the way over to the Elden Ring video to tell us about the Devil May Cry videos that me and James aren't even involved with.
Well, is James involved in them? I'm not gonna remember.
I don't think so. I think it's all Mitch.
No, there's no way. There's no way I played. I've never played Devil May Cry 1, 2.
Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry.
The
devil went down the Dota.
Do you want to take the credit anyway, or?
Yes. Yes, I do. If it's good, I'm sure that I advised Mitch on how to make it.
Ula Siles Botnet 1, 2, 50. Lol. Snail bullies.
Do you want to watch that?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm freshening up this coffee. I'll be right back.
I was afraid you'd say that. Okay, well, I'll have to wait for you to come back. This gives me plenty of time to find it. So 1, 2, 50. What? This isn't even 1 minute to... Oh, that's still the wrong video. It's a good thing I've got the extra time, isn't it, to figure this out.
Yeah.
There we go. Ah, this is the one with the animations.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very curious to hear more feedback on the animations. Are you ready?
Let's do.
All right, fine. I'll kill these things. What? I can't get away from them.
Are you riding around in a circle? What's up? Oh yeah, he had little snails. Get some.
The lips don't seem to be completely sung correctly.
Or at all. That's the idea that counts.
Yeah.
So James fights snails, and that becomes a large event.
It's tough to watch. Page says, well, it's widely known that James doesn't like Sylvester Stallone or movies about sports. Is that true?
Not specifically. I'm not a fan of Sylvester Stallone, and I don't like movies about sports, with few exceptions like Happy Gilmore. I really love Ted Lasso, and I can't wait to watch the next season. But generally, if it's a sports movie like that new 80 for Brady, I'm not gonna see it. I don't even care.
Oh, I'm so
I
excited.
don't even
about 80
care
for
how
Brady.
great. Like, how can that be an entertaining movie?
I guess
Old
if you
ladies
don't
that
want
like
to
sports,
support comedy legends,
I don't know any of them.
Okay.
All right, James. This is Bo Sox 2K1. James, right now, take a pen. Okay. And write down to remove the shield Ash of War next time you log on, so you can use your bubbles while holding a shield instead of uselessly shield bashing.
thank you. Thank you, Bo Sox.
Am I even using that shield anymore, though? I feel like
You still have an Ash of War on it. You put ice something on it, and there's more questions about why you did that later. James, what's
your
the
fault.
what's the animation that you're using? The animation program? Adobe Animation?
Adobe Animate.
Oh, Adobe Animate is what it's called. So if you have the suite, it's part of it.
Yeah.
Dark Page, beautiful fight. Simon Flynn, when you die, you respawn in the morning every time.
I did not
Plain
know
and
that.
simple.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Pelagius, further enlarging the OP-ness of the build with Great Shield, you can throw in the Curved Sword Talisman and Shield Talisman on. Instead of red-blue daggers, you will further boost already incredible block of the shield and the other. Further increase already incredible guard counter move. Another crazy thought, upgrading the shield once it enhances the guard boost stat of the shield. It's the stat that reduces stamina used for blocking, because when you run out of stamina, getting staggered is not a good thing. Just like when you see the blue line across your skills, you've officially ran out of blue and need to drink a flask.
Stop.
I mean,
You've officially run out of blue. It's a very powerful word.
yeah. 3720, why am I not surprised that James did not expect this guy to ride a horse?
Are they like 2
3720.
What is this? What's happening?
So there's a guy you didn't expect to ride a horse.
Oh, I should have known he was going to be on a horse.
No, because he's the Knight Cavalry.
I don't know.
Oh, so, yeah. It's in the name.
Yeah.
What do you think cavalry means?
I don't know what I thought it meant, but it makes a lot of sense now.
Okay.
I think it means, horse-mounted infantry.
So I
doesn't
just
it?
want to make sure that we remember this. Upgrading the shield enhances the guard boost stat of a shield. That reduces stamina use from blocking. All right, because later on, I'm pretty sure I get in trouble for thinking, and maybe I spoke wrong, but thinking that this is what was happening when I was upgrading my shield. I think I might have called it stability or something.
Pelagius, man, that hornbonker bubbles sure shred deathbirds. As an option, you could double check your item box since you might already have Manor Tower Shield. Other option, simply buy a big boy shield from the same merchant you got anti-invisibility torch. You're definitely able to switch Ashes of War on these two, and slapping a no-skill Ashes of War will allow you to use your weapon attacks just fine. Only downside is that you cannot use any Ashes of War on your weapon effectively if its name crossed by a blue line. They're just coming in all shapes and sizes this time.
Brad Harlan says there's a grace right next to where you were fighting the Knight Cavalry. Those are the ones on the horses. It's just south bank of the river. It's just on the south bank of the river. Much easier to get them from here. And then Brad says you found it, so never mind. Good job, James.
We had quite the backlog. I think there's still actually one video left. But I don't know for sure.
Maybe. Which was good because we were away last week and no one
Yeah.
noticed. So good job.
Nobody even noticed. I was in New York City, land of the greatest salsa.
Really?
No,
the greatest
that's the
salsa.
opposite of. You don't remember those commercials?
Yeah, they're all sitting around having salsa, and they're like, "Where's it from? New York City." Yeah.
No, you don't remember the next line. It's get a rope. We're gonna lynch this guy from Yeah, you don't remember that? Get a rope.
I don't know. I just thought New York was a pretty big special place for salsa.
No, they're literally talking about lynching a guy for bringing salsa from another state.
That's overreacting for sure, at the very least.
Maybe.
New York salsa
You didn't taste the salsa.
I did. It was okay. It wasn't what I expected. I was just thinking it was going to be really special. Dark Page says, so weird. I thought you had to beat both of them in one go. James with the expert strats. Edit, never mind. You do have to beat both of them in one go.
Pill says, I've noticed that Torrent keeps moving in a weird, janky way at 55 minutes, and I think I finally realised that James is spamming the B button. You can space it out just fine. Speed burst lasts about 4 gallops, which is about 3 to 4 seconds, and it doesn't look like Torrent is having a seizure.
Well, I thought that the faster I pushed it, the faster he was running. I think that's how it works in Red Dead Redemption.
You know what? I did the same thing. I used to try and ride the horse like it was Red Dead Redemption, and apparently no, you've got to press it at a certain cadence for it to get a good stride on, but whatever.
I put a link in the Twitch chat to the Get a Rope salsa commercial.
Do you want to watch it?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. It's wild.
Is this going to be just get us canceled? I don't know that we should watch it.
tell you
This
what,
is a
I'll put it-
commercial.
No, it's fine.
You're putting it in the Discord.
It's probably been a commercial for...
Yeah,
For,
it's fine.
it's
Nothing
been-
actually happens. It's the insinuation.
Does this company even exist anymore? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Pace Picante? Yeah.
Look at how legitimate.
This ain't paste pecani sauce. What's the difference? Cookie. Paste pecani sauce is made in San Antonio with fresh vegetables and spices by people who know what pecani sauce is supposed to taste like.
This stuff's made in New York City.
New York City.
Get a rope. Pick up the
Oh my god! Get a rope!
Get a rope! What are they going to use the rope for?
What are they going to use the rope for?
To murder Cookie.
Cookie.
God dang. Oh, classic low volume can't hear. Oh my god.
Oh,
Sorry.
so it's okay. It's probably for the best so we don't get canceled. But it was exactly as Morgan described it. Turns out that they don't know how to make paste picante sauce in New York City.
No, you got to make it in
It's-
San Antonio with fresh vegetables and seasonings.
I guess by people who know what picante sauce is supposed to taste like, and they say get a rope, which
Get a rope.
I don't know. You think that commercial would get canceled these days?
They would never make that commercial. That's an
would never
insane
make it.
commercial.
Yeah, kill a guy for
Get
having
a
the
rope.
wrong taste in
What's the difference?
Well, it was set in the Wild West, I assume, and the audio on the video was quite quiet anyway.
yeah.
'Cause it
Oh,
was-
yeah, guys. It wasn't Danny's fault.
No, I'm just saying it was an old VHS recording. It sounded quiet.
Ulasal's botnet. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I got killer deja vu from Cocaine Bear conversation. I feel like they had the same discussion with the exact same dialogue about seeing that movie not too long ago. Did we talk about it twice?
There's no way because I had just seen it.
I know Zach has talked about it before, so it's possible. I've heard it come up on more than one occasion, and I do know Zach is excited about Cocaine Bear, because who wouldn't be excited about
I
a
didn't like
bear who ends up on the loose?
You didn't like it?
Smacked up on
Oh,
cocaine.
maybe you told me about it before I saw it. I went and saw it. I didn't think it was that good.
Yeah, we talked about it before because I saw it like a couple weeks before you saw it.
Yeah.
Experimental. I'm really upset I didn't get to see James's face when the poo-poo started hitting the fan at 51 minutes, but having seen his face during the signature Heaney deep inhale on a multitude of occasions, I think I got a pretty accurate mental image around 52:33. It was a nice touch that the animated Heaney's mouth went agape too.
Yeah, that was quite funny. That's the wrong. That's wrong.
Uh-oh.
That's wrong.
Airtime. This is wrong. This is wrong.
I think I've broken everything.
Do you still have internet?
I do, but I've
Are you sure?
I've messed up the. I'll tell you what.
James, that bit is weird. Why were you so proud of that bit? It's weird.
Because I'm talking to him on the internet, and I was going to see if maybe he'd check to see if he was still online.
Yeah, he knows that though. It didn't
But
get
you
him.
can still see the screen, so I mean, where would I be?
I mean,
All right.
I know those things, but I was trying to. Whatever.
Night Strings 847. It's not surprising that James hasn't noticed the day-night cycle as he plays, as this requires two things: one, awareness of his surroundings, and two, the ability to stay alive for a continuous hour.
I think I fixed it now. So,
Beautiful.
Although no, it's a
is
little
pretty
small
funny.
now, but it's better than it was. Maybe I
Does
should
look
try and
tiny.
make it. Yeah,
But
maybe I
size
should just,
doesn't matter.
or
The size of what? Size is very important in all kinds of scenarios.
Well, I mean, if it's a really good small one, it
Hey, hand me that wrench. Size doesn't matter. Just I need a wrench.
oh, this is all going wrong. That's a pretty good size.
That's a big
That's
one.
perfect.
That fits. So what did we want to see? I wanted to see 5233 because I like to see the animation because now James is obviously trained by Jim Henson himself.
Well, this is all before I got enlightened. Did you know that Jim Henson didn't even want to be a puppeteer just a couple weeks before he was on TV being a puppeteer?
I mean,
What do you wanna
sometimes
be?
fate chooses you.
Well, he just wanted to be on TV. He didn't care how. He was working sets in his high school, and they were hiring puppeteers for the news. So he just made a couple puppets and auditioned and made it.
Oh, interesting.
You know.
It's pretty good. James is little avatar going.
Look how close that was, though. You would gape too if it happened to you.
Did you want to watch 847?
Mikey's trying to troll us.
Or what's
I
he
don't.
saying?
I don't need to. It was just probably me forgetting to sit down and make the time change.
Over and
So-
over and over and over again. That was wild.
All right. I mean, I guess we're done with this one then. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Contraband Police, of which
Oh, this looks cool.
I enjoyed it, but obviously I have bad taste because nobody seemed to really enjoy it. It was like, have you ever played Papers, Please?
Yeah.
It's a bit like Papers, Please, but it's in a 3D game engine. But in addition to checking people's papers, you also have to check their vehicles for contraband. And
Fun. So you're a cop?
you're like a border patrol.
Everyone's dream, busting people for contraband.
So
You know,
it's
I got busted one time. For contraband.
for contraband. What contraband were you carrying?
I had ordered. I'm the only person that ever got in trouble for this. I ordered. What is that alcohol that they drink in Moulin
Everclear?
Rouge? No, it's
Moonshine?
absinthe.
Oh, yeah.
Absinthe,
I ordered
yeah, the
legit
green
absinthe
stuff.
from somewhere in the UK, and I was only 20 at the time. I wasn't really a drinker, but I loved LSD. So
I have to
I
admit,
ordered-
you can't.
It's, oh, yeah. Alcohol, destructive, but I love this
love
other psychotropic drug.
But the thing was, you couldn't buy absinthe in the U.S. unless you got fake absinthe, so you had to get there. So I ordered it online for my friend's 21st birthday, but I was still underage, and I got a letter from the U.S. Customs saying that they had found this contraband material, and that if I wanted to retrieve it, I would have to go down to like the courthouse, and like obviously I never like went to retrieve it. I was still expecting that they'd show up at my house and be like, "You ordered drugs from the UK," but they never came after me.
I think
Or
it's
I have a
amazing
warrant
that
that I don't know
they
about.
that they would send you a letter saying that you've tried to smuggle contraband, but if you want the contraband back,
Basically, they were saying if I wanted to make an argument that I was allowed to have it and they shouldn't be taking it, that they could, but I was never.
Or
I
to
wasn't
have you
even
show
old
up
enough
and
to-
get arrested.
Yeah, I wonder how many people show up and just get put in the
Yeah.
cuffs.
Have you seen
yeah,
that video from the 80s where they give away Super Bowl tickets to people that have warrants?
No.
They told all of these people that they were getting Super Bowl tickets that they had won over like some radio thing, and then they keep showing up, and they busted a bunch of people. It's messed up.
That's so crazy.
Isn't that technically entrapment?
In America, we don't know what that means.
Okay. Yeah.
What you mean, like the entrapment stings where they entrap prostitutes by hiring the prostitutes and then having sex with them and then arresting them?
Huh?
Oh, that happens. That seems a
Proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. Guns and sex and drugs.
anyway.
Cigarettes. You forgot cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
But now it's vape pens.
yeah.
But anyway, the point is that the game consists of, it's like Papers, Please, where you have to compare the dates and things on the documents to make sure it's all correct. And then you shine your UV light around the vehicle, and if you see any evidence of drugs, you've got to cut the seats open and find them and stuff like that. But also, there's a first-person shooter element to it, because some of the contraband smugglers can get a bit narky. There's all kinds of different elements to it. You have to drive around as well, like dropping the prisoners off at the prison, going to the shop to buy new gear for the prison. Like, it's a bit of a management sim too. It's wild. Anyway, Danger Dad
That
says...
sounds terrible, honestly.
Danger Dad says... Well, the reason why I played it is it's been been in the top 10 trending games on Steam for like 3 solid weeks. So
Really?
a bunch of
I
people
have
like
not
it.
heard of it until just now.
It was in the top 10. I don't know if it still is, but it was in the top 10 popular trending games at the time. Danger Dad, lamest Ghostbuster simulator ever. And then Pelagius says, it's pretty amusing as far as Sims go. The language is a mix of various Eastern European languages, and the country is fictional as well. And I know which state I'm not going to, Oklahoma, since they've banned pills.
It's a pretty good one, Pelagius. But they did ban pills, sir.
Anyway, back to more serious matters. Elden Ring number 97. Ken Eric 86 says, this may be an unpopular opinion. I think James is a tad stubborn.
Really? I feel like I am like a willow tree going with the wind wherever I go.
But always snapping back into place from wherever you started.
Yeah, that's really quite true.
I guess that is how it works.
No matter what gets thrown at you and how far you're bent, always right back to where you started. 2113. Jesus, James.
What possibly could work? Like
Need
how?
to find out.
How's-
What are we? 2113. 2113. I do need to find a quicker, more efficient way of doing this, but there we go.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Yikes.
I remember that pain. It hurt my whole body.
Yeah. You beat one of them, right? And then you were going around to the other one. You died to the little babies.
Yeah.
Bosox 2K1 546. Name a dumber mechanic. How about not being able to slide down the ladder in Demon Souls original? Brad Hahn, the piss poor knife durability in RE4 remake is an object that is important in both combat and exploration. Having you break after a few uses really limits your ability to actually play the game. The timers on the memories in Dark Souls 2 were just awful. There he is. Big Z. Little Ack.
Wait, do we hear?
It sounds
No, we
like
don't
he's
hear him.
underwater. Zach, are you underwater?
Yeah, he's underwater. He lives in the ocean.
Whoa.
He's back. He's back. Now it's real.
I sound like I'm underwater.
No, you're good now.
Now
Now your lips are
Oh,
just
I gotta
best.
mute you and OBS Ninja, I'm guessing.
Yeah, James is doubled up.
Okay. I don't remember how to do
Well,
this.
hello, Zach. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Here to defend my honor.
You already did it. Dark Souls 2 is over.
I haven't said a bad thing about you today.
Yeah, he's
No,
actually
no.
defending you pretty fervently.
Yeah, well, hey, thank you, Danny. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we should enter forward in a new spirit of friendship and cooperation.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
See how long that lasts.
Did you get the Xbox yet?
See, it's not going to last
Excuse
very
me?
long.
The PlayStation?
No, not you.
I'm,
No, not you.
I'm getting an Xbox through work, but I haven't got it yet.
Oh, an S or an X?
It's an S. It's not. It's only for
Oh.
doing demos at shows, so it's not a powerful one. But
The S, I have the S, and for the price, it's an amazing machine.
I absolutely, I don't think I would need or want an X anyway. I don't really want the S, but I mean, I'm getting it anyway.
I mean, I
so-
would definitely take an X, but for they're just kind of hard to get, and they're like way more expensive.
Well, that's why
But
because we can't get PS5s and we can't get Xbox Series
Yeah.
X's very easily. But we only
and
needed
Elden
to show
Ring
off a
looks
few
great on it. The
games.
S is great.
So yeah, we're only showing off a few menus in a few games, so it's not.
No, I
like
see you haters. I see you haters in the comments,
lots
the
of
S is
haters
great.
in the comments.
and they're like $300. It's cheaper than a Switch.
Are you kidding?
I don't think
No.
it's like $3.99, right? And it's $5.99 for
I don't know.
Or actually,
Yeah, but
we're good.
the
We're
thing
good at
is
ourselves.
because I'm getting it for work, it's also a tax write-off. So I mean, it's all good in the hood. So, it's
Oh,
all
so
nice.
you had to buy it?
well,
Oh, here's the Series S on Amazon for $283. Here's one for $260.
what is used? What are you
$250 renewed.
Don't do that shit here.
All right, well, so let's say $280 new, but I would just buy the $250 one.
I don't know yet how it's going to work because I'm still trying to sort it out. But because I'm an independent contractor, technically speaking, I may have to buy it myself and then expense it back. I don't know yet, though. I haven't figured. We haven't got that far. I'm still waiting for
And
the
the
details.
OLED goes for $360 or $350.
Yeah,
And I don't think
Nintendo
there's any
Switch-
reason to get a non-OLED Switch.
No, the OLED. Yeah, you want that. It looks nice.
Yeah.
That screen looks very nice.
Splurging for the Switch, cheaping out on the Xbox.
Well, even okay, so a Nintendo Switch with Joy-Con controllers is $299.
What about a Nintendo Switch without Joy-Con controllers?
Well, you're screwed.
Then
so
you-
just-
yeah. Unless you want to play with just the touchscreen.
I do. I wish
if
to
you
own
can
and play
do
with
that.
the touchscreen, Danny.
Oh man, use 320. The Switch is very fun. I can't wait to get back to the.
Can you pair up like third-party
Zelda.
controllers, like Xbox controllers, with the Switch? I've never tried it, but I don't know if it uses
No, but
just
they
normal Bluetooth.
have. They
'Cause
have,
I know they
have
sell-
wireless controllers, but you
Yeah,
can't
because
use
they
the-
sell like the Dreamcast one and the Nintendo 64 one and stuff, don't they? Like that you can buy, and the Pro controller, I guess. Anyway,
PC gaming only. Man, my QB, grow up.
Yeah, why is the chat going all weird? Steam
Because they're a
Deck for
bunch
the
of
win.
PC bros, which we all are also, except for James.
No, I'm a PC bro. What are you talking about?
Your laptop guy.
Yeah, your laptop.
Your laptop guy. Show me your desktop.
It's a whole different beast, the laptop guy.
Let me
they
see
are-
your RGB LED displays on your laptop.
I do have those.
How big is your graphics card?
It's a 3080.
Physically,
Yeah.
Physically.
How big's- yeah.
physically, I want to see it, baby. I want to.
Yeah,
I want to
show
show her,
me.
not a grower.
I've always wondered about that. So then does it just get hard?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
figured that, well, I guess I've seen some that do that, but
We'll talk about it offline. We have a lot to talk about. It's been a while.
I saw Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, you keep throwing that in my face. I get it.
And then when I was at the airport, I was so tired that I was woken up by these people standing next to me, and they were taking a picture of a guy. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And then the guy turns and is like, "Oh, it's Gordon Ramsay."
Oh,
And I was like, "Hey, good job at the Kona Iron Man, dude." And he's just like, "Thanks, Sam, Mike." That was my impression, or my British accent. I think it was more Australian.
Pill's asking, how's my back? My back is good. Well, that's not true. It's been spasming lately.
How about your crap?
But my shoulder is getting better. That's what was stopping me from sitting here. Or unless you're talking about me carrying all of Gamefront content.
I mean, yeah.
How's your face? Does your face hurt? Does your face hurt?
No, smiling actually makes it feel better.
It kills me. It's killing me. Your face.
Wait, what's that joke? Say it again.
I don't remember.
Yep.
How's that go again, James?
It's all in the execution, but fair enough.
Hey, did you mock New Yorkers' accents while you're there?
I'm walking here.
Forget about it.
It's a Madeira.
It's me, Mario.
Never to their face. Always when they're walking away.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you don't want to get punched.
Yeah. $1 slice of pizza thrown at you like a fucking boomerang.
They don't still have dollar slices, do they?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I
they
think it
cost
did go up.
$2.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. They're not standing their ground like Costco and the hot dog.
So
Okay.
Brad Hahn says James's green screen. Oh, wait a second. We skipped Bosox.
Yeah.
Name a dumber mechanic.
No,
oh,
that's
No,
the one
we
did read
we've
that,
done
yeah.
all those. Yep.
All right. So James's green screen's making his eyes look like he's asleep. That's weird. He looks like Brock from Pokemon.
That's quite a look. I want to see this.
I don't know. Is Brock the guy that looks like a rock?
Well, he kind of he has like slits
his
for
eyes
eyes,
closed
doesn't
the
he?
whole time.
Yeah, like he's never got his eyes open. He does look a bit Brock-esque.
It's just all brow.
I don't know if that's like... You look boss-eyed
Oh,
there. That's
gosh, that's terrifying.
it's just-
Come on, man. You don't have to do this.
You look like a Marvel
I get
villain.
it.
Do you have green eyes?
No. I have. I think it's gray. I have no idea what
Yeah.
color my eyes are.
How do people with green eyes work on a green
Blue
screen?
screen.
Blue screen. is
See
the
right through
answer.
'em.
But what
See
if
right
they're
into
acting?
their brain.
What if they're acting against someone with blue eyes?
Then
I don't think that
there
it's-
is you can use pink or orange.
What if there's 4 people in the scene and one of
Then
them's
you
got
do
pink
them
eyes?
individually. We've actually gone through all of this on the ERB sets.
I saw Lloyd's new picture saying the next one's worth the wait, and it looks like they're using basically
Mocap.
snap cameras. Is that what they've gone to now?
No, they're using mocap, but it just uses a phone camera. It's gonna be sick. I don't know what it exactly is because they don't need costumes, obviously, if they're doing it digitally.
Yeah.
So I'm out of the loop, but I'm excited for it. Actually, I think I do know what it is, but I forget. El Mono Mike, 2955, 100%. Uncle Morgs, ha, 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 ha. I had to pull over to write this. He. Great ending, by the way. Ha, okay.
Jeez, I don't even need to see it. You can skip this one
Okay.
easily. You can
Say
easily
hello.
skip this one.
Nah,
I have
like
a
to see this
question.
one.
If he had to pull over to write, does that mean he was watching while he was driving?
Yeah, you can watch a video while you're
Bus
driving.
driver,
He has
pull
a
this
super-
thing over.
Yeah. You end up like that one Twitch streamer that ran over a dog or something.
With almost 100% certainty.
No one else found that
Anyone
funny.
who's watching this right now is enjoying themselves immensely.
There's no way
Oh.
anybody's enjoying any of this.
There's the eyes disappearing.
I could see watching these while you're driving or just listening to them. I mostly listen to them when I'm watching them. I'll put them on like when I'm
Yeah, I mean, I
like
guess it's
cleaning
a
or
podcast.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're watching the actual gameplay while you're driving, that's I'm sure illegal in most places.
Just plowing down pedestrians and they'd be like, oh, I gotta pull over to leave a comment.
Zach is a real island boy. Have you seen the video of the island boys doing their boxing training?
No.
Do you think you could? I think you could take one of them. Maybe not both of them at the same time, but I think you could
Oh, no,
definitely
no,
take
no,
one of
no.
them at a time. One at a time in order, like one right after the other, though.
Oh, yikes.
You could do it. I
Don't
believe
they
in
have
you.
like metal teeth?
Yeah, that's a detriment. Their gums will start bleeding way easier.
Oh, that's true. I just got a hit there a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you're still
Face.
just trying to hit them in the sweet spot.
They got dreads, right?
No, they shaved them off, but they're
Oh.
both like very scrawny.
Yeah, but are we doing MMA rules or is this WWE stuff?
I was thinking you just boxing or kickboxing, but
Oh, right, you're sitting there boxing.
yeah, we could
Okay.
do MMA, I guess. We'll talk to Vince about it.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll see what's
to be
up.
fair, there's no difference between the two anymore. So whatever.
I watch the videos. I don't watch every video, but I watch a lot of the videos.
Of the Island Boys?
Of the Island Boys, yeah, big fan.
Big
fan.
Take off your shirt. Show us your fan tattoo.
They like recruited some other guys because I think they realized that they weren't like entertaining enough to sustain whatever was happening in their life, which is like good on them. But then the other guys are just always quietly standing in the background, like, what are we supposed to do? I like it.
Oh man.
Ulasau's botnet. Hello. What the hell did I just watch? All I can really say is I'm glad that Morgan is such a great sport. Thank you, Ulasau, for noticing how much strain I go through every day.
He's not helping by the amount of caffeine he ingests.
I drink a pot and then I did a big old cup of instant. So let's go.
Instant? How is it?
It's really good. It's the Starbucks Blonde Instant, which is instant coffee.
Oh my god! Come on, you're shilling it now.
It's really good. And you're gonna hate this, but I put a little splash of hazelnut syrup in it. Really takes it over the top. Well,
Jeez.
Hazelnut syrup,
Right.
maple syrup, and then full fat oat milk.
What? Wait, full fat oat milk?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the other type of oat milk? What do they do?
They reduce
suck
the
the
amount
fat
of
out
fat
of
in it. Yeah.
By adding more water?
I don't know. I just like it as creamy as possible.
Yeah, with the full fat oat milk, you can really steam it to make foam for like lattes and stuff. The full fat stuff's really good, but it changes things drastically if you're not like you don't probably want to just drink that, and it's more expensive, way more expensive.
I do all of that. I buy it. I pay the full price, and I drink it. I'll drink a whole glass of it. I'm balling over here.
No shame, bro.
Zero.
Island Boys,
Yeah.
Island Boys. Oh, those are some good moves.
Thank you. Full fat oat milk.
Texas.
Full fat oat milk is just oat milk. I got the claps in there for you, Mikey. I know that they were implied.
I guess so. Normal, really? Okay, so then
normal,
you have to,
normal oat milk. They like take some of the because it has a high fat content. But if you're using it for mostly coffee creamer, you want that fat content to mix with.
So
the
they
acid
have
of
a
coffee.
fuller fat or the real deal. What?
The real deal.
Like the
that's
one
what
I buy, if I was to go get oat milk, which
it's
I will never
reduced
fucking
fat
do.
automatically.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
I think it's because they put so much water in it.
it's probably just watered down. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Reyes Tech says, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be way off on my guess. I thought I was being generous by estimating 30 deaths with Melania. But after seeing how hard of a time you have with the cavalry, I am kicking myself. What? Does not everybody die 30 times to the cavalry? I don't know why some guys are so hard for me.
Because you've never learned how to fight. I've been telling you exactly in minute detail the reasons why it's hard for you.
I think it's because you're just so goddamn charming. It's why you get us guys
get
so
hard for me.
Yeah,
Too
baby.
skilled.
Well, I'm a grower right now.
I was thinking the same thing.
Experimental 1846. I bequeath those words to you, Morgan. I've been using them since James's first Dark Souls 1 playthrough, and despite my enjoyment after they're going unheralded, they have netted me nothing save for lulz. As someone with James's ear, cell phone number, and address, please use them wisely. They are the One Ring, and you are the Samwise to his Frodo. Aw, that's cute. 1846. What happens here? Do I threaten to give up your...
I'm wondering if
location?
you were reading the comments, because he says he bequeathed those words to you.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Jesus, James.
I guess not.
I guess
Maybe
those are
that's
the
just
words.
something he's typed many times.
I can't carry the ring for you, Master Frodo, but I can carry you.
Jesus, James.
Sounds like the
did
dentist.
you ever read about the like how the ring doesn't have like transitive properties because you can carry someone who's wearing the ring and the effects don't affect that person, so they could have just put it on a small animal and then carried the small animal through without having the effects affect them.
Well, what if that small animal became Sauron or Saruman?
I'm sure they'd keep it in a tiny cage or something. And then
I
they-
just don't
That's how
know that
that
I'd
rabbit
trust a
from
tiny
Holy
cage.
Grail came about, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's got the ring on it.
Well, then you put it on the small animal, it disappears, and you're like, what? Where'd
God.
it go?
Imagine
you
what
might-
that
you might
rabbit
lose
would
it.
be capable of. It was invisible.
But I can't remember. Why do you have to put it on anyone at all?
Well, he
Because
actually just put it around a chain and put it around his
Well,
neck.
that's what I
Yeah, but
mean.
then it called to him because he was touching it the whole time. I think it was
Maybe a thicker
contact.
sweater.
It wants to corrupt the wearer of the ring, guys.
But I think if someone's wearing it, it's invisible. Then you can't lust after it, right?
Yeah,
No,
but
that's
I
when
mean,
it's
how
like,
do you how do
they're
you
able to
corral
find him, right?
an invisible animal?
That's true.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I spent 18 hours watching the director's cuts of those movies. And then they did The Hobbit. I was like,
I think they're
fuck that.
I think they're gonna play the director's cuts in the theater, at the AMC near me. I'm excited.
I'd be willing to watch those with you.
Are we still gonna do
Definitely-
Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh hell yeah! When do you want to do it?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. My girlfriend threatened to go watch it today while I was doing this.
Better do it sooner than later.
She's like, "Oh, you're gonna go watch it with James." So
Oh,
savage.
James and your girlfriend are on good terms. It's not doing great in the box office.
I don't
Really,
care.
it looks so fun.
It does. It's got good reviews too.
Yeah, and somehow they made Pine look a lot better than the last couple movies he's been in. He looked
Oh yeah,
hard
he usually
in
like
84.
dog shit.
He looked crazy in 84. It like messed up.
I don't even
Was
know
that
what
Wonder Woman
84 is.
84?
Wonder Woman 84.
Oh,
I just refer to it as 84. Big fan.
WW84, I believe, is what it should be referred to as.
Just
I
a
thought you were
huge
talking
fan.
Don't
Great
Worry, Darling.
triumph for cinema and storytelling and women.
Patty Jenkins, you did it again. You knocked it out of the fucking park.
I can't believe they wasted freaking Kristen Wiig and Pedro Pascal in that movie. And
I
they
know.
can't bring him back now. Like, it's upsetting. Rhythmic sounds like the dentist is trying to swoop in on Aaron. I would switch dentists.
I don't remember why they would think that they're trying to swoop in, but maybe I should double check.
You should.
Yeah,
Well, dentists are into weird shit, so I'd get fucking away from a weird one. Or one you already know you got issues with. Look it up, dude. Dentists do fucked up shit.
Really?
They're gonna knock you out and put their grower in your mouth.
Jesus. 6:31. I can't believe my eyes. First time I see James squatting on purpose.
So there is a genuine reason to squat in this game.
Yeah, you sneak up on guys. Zach, you got a crazy dirty mind. if sneaking up on guys makes you think it's a grower shower situation.
Chloroform is always involved.
What? See,
Let's
this
see if
is
it works.
exactly why you should do some
Working.
squats.
Oh, yeah. Yep, good. He snuck up on him because he couldn't have walked up that close by it without doing it.
I guess it was.
Where did that guy even
somewhat-
come? Can you just rewind it a tad?
Yeah,
that
where
guy
did
came
he-
out of nowhere.
He came
No,
out.
he
He
came
came
from
out.
right there.
We were
He came out
watching him
right
the whole
there.
time.
See, there he is. He's turning now. He's like, "Hey, you fuck you,
And
dude."
then he jumped.
Okay, I guess
Well,
now.
yeah.
Now I did see it, but
Close
I
the
think
gap.
that I have a slightly delayed frame rate in
Right.
real life. That,
Oh, yeah. Remember when you said you loved acid earlier? Yeah.
Brain is running at 15 frames per second.
I like that you're targeting the little guy, too, and then you're like, oh, wait, it's actually this guy.
Wow, I really didn't get him. Almost
He did.
at all.
He did come at you pretty fast. To be fair, I mean,
Yeah, but he always jumps that far. Like, that's not an abnormal attack. James had seen that multiple times before then. Steve the Ghost, James, when you did that movie, did you walk on set every day asking if you'd been there before?
What movie?
It's nice.
Did I tell you guys that I was in a movie last spring?
Yeah, did it come out yet?
No.
What are they
Uh,
doing?
We got inside info from from the editor that said that like they're hoping that it gets into the Tribeca Film Festival. But if it doesn't, they might still try to wait and get it into another festival. They'd like it to come out with a festival. So it's possible that it'll have to wait a little bit longer, which is killing
20
me.
years later.
I
You
know.
haven't got your copy yet?
I have a private link that they allowed me to share with my
Yeah,
with
put
my
it in the
family.
Twitch chat. We'd like to see it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a movie night.
I'm not even supposed to say out loud that they gave me a private link.
Why would you do that then?
We'll scrub this from the internet later. But yeah,
Zach, you're a singer, right? You want to do the Nice Strings little song for us?
I am not a singer.
Yeah, you do. You have a guitar right behind you.
That does not mean I'm a singer. It means I poorly play that guitar.
And you
There.
probably like hum along to it.
Daddy knows. I serenade him every weekend, regardless of his wish or want.
I like that James does break NDAs here for other people so that we know when there's like a Gamefront thing that we just don't include him in that little bit of information that isn't supposed to get out.
Wait,
Zip.
what is not supposed to get out?
Yeah, whatever it is, if in the future.
Anything and everything. Oh, I saw that! Finally! Everything, everywhere, all at once. Holy shit, was that good?
It's beautiful,
Thank
right?
God you said that. It's so amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
have not seen many people that didn't like it.
Yeah, the one of fucking like all the Academy Awards.
That's really good. All right,
That's
James, you
Daniels.
want to sing this?
I'll sing it.
Sing it!
The Heen returns for yet another fight in his unending journey far from home. The cavalry that only spawns at night has come to lodge their weapons in his dome. But lo, again, our stalwart hero tries to claim the loot of horsemen doth possesses. Not surprising when our hero dies. When he'll win is anybody's guess.
Is this a rap? Is this a rap?
This is
No,
all
I
over
mean,
the
Melody's
place.
changing.
I mean,
Melody is
I
changing.
was trying to find the melody. I think this is the. I'm going to do it as a rap. You're right. More. Far the Heen has come from the tumble starts. There's no denying progress has been made.
Oh, yes, I feel sick. This is like as bad as the Chicago Bears rap or whatever.
It's the only one he knows.
But most fights are akin to airy farts and leaves me reaching for the a can of Glade. And when at last you mend the Elden Ring and lay the rest, the trials of these heels, I can't do it. Assure me you'll remember this one thing, a blue line. Oh, Jesus Christ. Means you cannot cast your spells. It's not even a very good. It's not a very
Got you
good
right
song.
at the end there.
Well, you didn't rhyme the two words that needed to rhyme at the end. You didn't get those right.
Hells, one
Hells.
thing.
Spells
Spells.
rhymes with spells and ring rhymes with thing. It's like an alternating.
Yeah, it's an
Fine.
ABAB.
It was poorly written.
Okay.
Really,
Strings
really
only.
really dropped the ball at the end.
I think it was poorly recited rather than poorly written.
Yeah.
But fair enough.
That last verse was awful.
I particularly enjoyed the last verse, especially the last line. I thought it was great. The nice thing is, I know that that's not the last trap you're going to fall into today. So.
Mosox 2K1 4234. This has to be one of the most pathetic runs at a boss I've ever watched, but I loved it.
Is it still the Cavalry Knights?
Yeah, you fight
These
these
Cavalry
guys
Knights are
forever.
awful.
What? They're
They're the worst. Look at how close. I kill him. I beat him. That's how you do it. It just took 42 minutes in the second video.
James, runes arcs are not worth hoarding. You will end the game with 40 in your inventory. Use them.
I did
Manjorn
that.
Thunder.
I had loads. I
Watching
never
James
used.
die endlessly to this very simple boss is extremely entertaining.
That can't be.
Pelagius James is being baby Baba, running away half of the episode, then switching a working strategy to something else. We are walking in circles here, huh?
Okay, our level of enjoyment. This is where he said that he was.
Just read it.
Okay, our level of entertainment is inversely proportional to your level of anger. Morgan is right. This is a very enjoyable, mostly because you always find the workable strategy about 15 attempts in without fail, but you revert to the original form on the next boss and resort to rot breath, rolling away and not hit, dodge, repeat. You get distracted too easily, as evidenced by that tumbleweed. Maybe FromSoft needs to implement a bouncing blue tumbleweed line through your spells. Jesus Christ. That means you'd be on FP.
You do get distracted by the tumbleweed at 30:05. It's wild.
Okay, all right. I thought that was at the same spot where you say Jesus Christ.
Maybe. Oh, that is not where it is. But there is a moment in the.
Yeah,
in
I,
the
th-
area where
I
you
thought
get
it was. I'm
distracted
sure
by
I
Tumbleweed.
saw you get distracted by it. It might have been. I'm sure this is the right area. Anyway, yeah.
It's nice hearing about someone being spoken about where it's like, oh yeah, you got distracted by a tumbleweed. No one's shocked.
Well, the thing is the tumbleweed kind of looks like one of those the crystal lizard ash award things, like a tinier one. So I had to check. Wasn't distracted by it. I was checking it. Drug door. The lengths of this apostate derelict will go to avoid just fighting an enemy one-on-one is astounding. The last cavalry fight, he used rot breath, poison mist, poison darts, crystal darts, Kyrkis, black fireballs, breaking the AI's pathing to de-aggro, lured another enemy NPC to damage the knight, etc. The hustle is almost commendable if we haven't been watching this apostate derelict for years to understand. They're talking about me!
Yeah.
For years to understand its actual insanity. This is crazy.
Danny, is the video playing in the background still?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I swear.
I heard it too. Maybe somebody has Twitch playing. Maybe Morgan has it playing.
No, well, that one, mate.
I have it playing, but it's muted.
Weird.
Danger Dad. James, please go to the rot lake so you can get the recipe for rot pots and you don't have to use the ridiculously long dragon spell to rot enemies mid-battle. That's good. That's good advice.
That is a great advice.
Bowsox 2K1 Horfrost Stomp is a great Ash of War, James. Highly recommend it. Great AoE and freeze damage. You would thrive, and it's guaranteed hit, essentially, rather than your 10% success rate with your heal stop.
I do think I switched it up to that. But then I'm told to take it off, so...
They're talking about... No, you messed up. They're talking about taking it off of your shield so that you can use whatever's on your weapon.
That
Write
sounds
down.
fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step away for just a moment and use the restroom.
But you're going to miss out on all this stuff about you.
Maybe you could fill some time by talking about movies.
Gonna mute the mic and
Movies.
kick Punkert in the face because we
I'm
pissed
going to
him
go
off.
watch 65 today. Have you seen 65 yet?
80 for Brady.
80 for Brady.
80 for Brady, baby.
No,
Big fan.
I'm worried about 65. I don't think it's going to be as good as it should be.
65. Why is that?
It's the Adam Driver film where he goes
Ooh.
back in time to fight dinosaurs. Wait, now that I said it out loud, it does sound a little not as good.
It sounds bad. I think 80 for Brady now sounds real good.
I mean, 80 for Brady did not look that bad to me.
I don't know what the plot is. It's just like four ladies that really like Tom Brady and want to go watch a game.
Yeah, it's four ladies who decide that really like the Patriots and specifically Tom Brady who go to try to watch the Super Bowl game based on a true story.
Oh, right. And I love Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell James. It's four comedic legends, my bad. Everyone knows, excluding, I don't even remember who's in it.
Jane Fonda, right, is one of the other ones. And, Sally Field and Rita Moreno?
Yeah,
and Tom Brady!
It's a pretty star-studded cast.
Rob Gronkowski?
Yeah, the Gronk is in it.
The Gronk. Hey, weren't you guys talking about Bronk earlier? Are they related?
I don't know.
Or that was Brock. They're not related.
I'm back. Are you guys talking about 80 for Brady?
Dude,
Yeah.
Guy Fieri's in it. Patton Oswalt. Alex Moffat. Rob Corddry.
Ron
like
Funches
Ron-
is the only one that I care about.
I like
Ron
Ron
Funches
Funches
is
and
awesome.
Rob Corddry.
Yeah.
Ron Funches is great. Oh, you don't like Guy Fieri?
No, I don't.
What about Jimmy O Yang?
I don't.
And Bob
know,
Balaban.
No. Not sold on the movie. Not going to see it.
James, Ron Funches is the one that helped fund our trip to Miami, right?
No, that was Reggie Watts.
Ah.
But
Sure.
Ron Funches, I believe, was. I'm absolutely
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
Reggie
it was
Watts.
Reggie Watts 100%.
Who is
Ron
the guy you-
Funches was it? I think in Time Machine, but I'm not sure. But he performs at the Dynasty Typewriter a lot. He's really funny.
Yeah, I gotta get out there. I haven't really left the house in a couple years.
She's a homebody. That's a homebody.
He just goes to arena sporting events.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes
Cough
me
in my
mad.
mouth. Cough in my mouth.
The one time I went, I got COVID. My bad.
Oh, that's the only time you went? Oh, that's sad.
Well, no, I went twice, and the second time I got COVID.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Fool me
I was
once.
really hoping you went all the time and you only got
Oh, Petri dish right
Experimental. 1 hour and 56 seconds. What a great encounter, James. You called a stance, broke a stance, and capitalized on it. Great work. That's a real...
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so. Or they're blocking stance at a minimum. Nice.
That is good.
He's good fighting. Unless this guy missed
Well, don't hurt your arm by patting yourself on the back.
There we go.
I mean, I'm pretty good.
You're a regular Brady in the Elden Ring.
Mikhail Rose, this has been one of the best episodes let. Thank you, Jibs.
We missed
No,
this one.
Manjorn has had enough comments. I like how James keeps fishing for backstabs to heal, but overall takes more damage in the process. The real
That's
deal.
not what I like about it. This has been one of the best episodes let. Got him. Thank you, Jibs. You're welcome.
Oh, here it is. 227 is when James, ignoring Morgan's directions, literally gets distracted by a tumbleweed and says, "What's that?" Forgetting what he's doing. Can't make this up.
That makes sense. I knew it was in here somewhere. 227.
Yeah, I
right?
definitely watched it.
That's close enough.
Hill to the right. That's your left. That's behind you. Stop. Oh my God,
Okay,
all
I
right,
thought I
yeah.
saw.
You're
I
right.
thought,
No, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
So,
You got it.
to the
You got
right.
it. You got it. No.
This episode went off
So
the
this
rails
way,
quite
you
quickly.
pick a
to be
direction and
honest.
start running.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's why I tell my girlfriend, like, you always got to be holding your kids' hands, okay? Because they'll just dart across the street all of a sudden because of a tumbleweed. They get distracted by it.
They don't have tumbleweeds in Hawaii.
They're all over the
Well,
place, dude.
They might
No.
do.
All over the place.
You could
No,
technically
don't
have a
listen to
tumbleweed
this.
anywhere, couldn't you? If there's enough weeds that just tumble into a tumble.
But it has to
Yeah.
get dry enough to tumble around.
Oh, baby, it gets dry here when
In
it's
the middle
not
of the
super
ocean.
humid.
Yeah, which is when.
Never.
Oh, yeah, sure enough. Tumbleweeds, here they are.
Wait, are you making sure they're real or that they're in Hawaii?
That they're in Hawaii.
Tumbleweeds in Hawaii? Now you're blowing my mind. I was lying.
I'm looking at a picture of it.
Holy shit. That house is just covered in them. Well, you learn
All right,
something
so-
new about your state every day. What can I say?
This is important. It's from Danger Dad. And all right, Danny, let's hear it. Literally everyone wants to know. F1, marry one, kill one of your coworkers at Gamefront.
Oh, yeah, let's hear this.
I had meant to delete this comment, but I obviously didn't get around to it.
Oh, now you got to pick.
Comment, yeah.
I feel like
You'd
somebody's
marry
going
us
to be.
all, wouldn't you?
And just
yeah,
remember
of
that you're going
course.
to be leaving one person out altogether. No matter what you do, someone's going to get hurt by this.
I won't be offended by two of these.
Hold on, wait a second. Mad Mikey B, is he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Look, somebody's going to get
Okay.
left out no matter what.
Oh, wait.
okay,
Are
even if they wouldn't be
we
chosen to be
circling
killed.
Mikey as well?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Danny
Man, now
did
this
say
is
yes.
like, I'm hoping
It's got to be
killed.
maximum damage to all of our
Kill
feelings.
me!
Emotional damage. To be honest,
Emotional damage.
I think I'd to limit to the three people who are here, because that seems like the
Mikey.
only fit. Well, it
No,
doesn't seem
it's
fair.
not.
But he's not here.
That's the point.
Okay. Anyway,
So you're letting Mikey off the hook, is what you're
Okay,
saying.
so just
I
between
will
the three of
between
us.
the three of you. I think there's only one logic. I've been giving it some thought, and I think there's only one logical route that people would expect.
I think I know
from
what he's
this.
going to do.
I think F is Morgan because obviously he's a cute boy. That's
Really?
so that always
okay,
has to
this
be
is-
the.
wow,
That
this
always
is
has
not
to
where I
be.
thought it was
That
going.
always has
I
to
think
be
this is
the.
what I said.
That's the only way that makes sense. And then in terms like marrying somebody is a big commitment, right? You have to get along with them. I think I get along best with James, who I
thank
think
God.
we get along
Oh
well.
shoot!
You know, which kind of leaves me with one option really, which is to get rid of my arch nemesis Zach, so I don't have to listen
wow.
to him screaming down my ear hole every week.
Dude, you don't even know the trouble you'd be in. I'd haunt your ass till the day you're fucking dead, bro.
Oh
You know,
my!
I'm just walking right through walls. I'm like, sup, motherfucker? Turns out when I'm paranormal.
I mean, that
Your
seemed to be
cat's
the only
floating around.
the only way it made any sense. I mean, I'd ideally like to avoid all three situations if possible.
I'm a
But-
little shocked. I thought I was marriage material, but you're just trying to f me.
And I thought I made it clear. My stamina is on point, dude. I can lay it down. I'm open to almost anything.
Nobody was
Open.
nobody was going to be happy with this, to be honest. So I you know,
I
Hey,
could've been.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Did you pick James because he is married, so you figure that like he knows how to make a marriage work?
I do.
His wife's about to
Well-
leave him for a dentist.
yeah, I mean that's very true.
The position's open, Danny. Come
Yeah.
on down.
I don't know.
Bring it, motherfucker.
All right. So then we have pretty short at 24 minutes. You should have gotten your dicks up to 11 first. Brad Hunt says,
Did you say
Brad
the right
Hunt
word?
says,
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I got it. It's a grower. You're making it. You bring it to 11. Brad Hunt says, yeah. If memory serves, DS2 doubles your strength when you're two-handing. So you need the minimum dex, but you can get away with half the required strength. Thanks, gents.
Well, we did that the wrong way round, but thanks for the tips anyway.
Dark Page, did you exhaust the dialogue of that other merchant?
Ooh, you gotta exhaust that merchant.
You guys, that's all the dialogue.
Just another customer.
You got to talk to that guy. I'm gonna give you a little hint here. You got to talk to that guy at Majula in the house that sells armor a lot and buy some stuff from him a lot.
Okay, I will make a note of that.
Do the merchants sell the same stuff, or do they switch it up? Do you
They
know?
seem
One way
to
or
be
the other?
different from what I've seen
What?
so far. But then again, everything's on. Could be different. I don't know.
Yeah, there's different stuff.
You know,
There's that one merchant that you run into that you're supposed to be able to get the blacksmith key from, who then goes back to Majula, I think, after you talk to her and maybe buy something. She doesn't have the key. You have to go, the key's in a completely different spot. So yeah,
Oh, really? Is that the rock lady?
maybe? The one with, yeah, I think so. She's like real skinny, kind of big.
She's real tiny, giant. She's a tiny little giant. That's
Tiny
huge.
little giant, yeah. Isn't she like
Real
sitting on
scrawny,
a,
but
she has like a
big,
big bag of rocks? Like a
She
big
looks
bag
like
of
she
rocks.
has hair that's both shortish, long.
Yeah. She have a
long.
dick?
Yep. And she's
Cool.
yeah.
Talking about the same person.
The Rooster 2099 Sunday Fun Day with Danny Boy Party 100. Steve the Ghost. I've got to pick this up on PC next time I see a sale so I can try some mods. Playing it on PS5 and it's just miserably slow. It feels like I'm fighting off enemies while wading through quicksand, which is the problem with that
Wait
whole
a second.
game.
How
Good
is he
news.
playing? Did they re-release it on PS5?
well, I think you can still play PS4 games on PS5.
You can play-
It's-
okay,
it's
that
got,
makes
like,
sense.
back compatibility. Steve the Ghost says, "Oh, I don't know if you figured out the kick mechanic. I did not know there was one. I looked away from a bit. You just press forward on the stick and then press R1 or whatever your controller's equivalent is. Now, I'm sure I tried that and I don't think it worked, but
Oh, I can't do it any longer.
You broke our freeze.
Eyes hurt. I wasn't even that long.
It wasn't that long at all.
Ulyssiles Botnet, you're so close on that boss. By the way, guys, you should move your life gem merchant to Majula
how can you move merchants around?
by exhausting
By
your dialogue.
exhausting the dialogue.
Okay. Steve the Ghost says, Halberd is a great weapon if you want to try something different. Good to know.
Nah.
Nope, says Morgan.
Ooh, look at you dragging Amazing J's out of retirement.
I know. It's
One video at a time.
he only comes to see the A Team. Amazing J says, I haven't been able to give this series a proper watch yet. Still hopeful I will give it the time it deserves. Thank you. It's fun knowing Zach hasn't played this one much, and no one playing is an expert on the mod changes, so if my Patreon dollars still buy me an absentee vote, consider my vote to be getting a Resident Evil 4 remake series going soon. I'd love to see James and Morgan do it. But I'm slightly worried they're still too jaded from the original Resident Evil 4 playthrough they just finished last year to feel like they don't want to go through the motions again. I mean, I've been hinting because Zach has been hinting at me to try and get you to do it. So I don't know if you have any thoughts.
I just want someone to fucking do it.
He told me in chat, he's just like, play it.
Do it.
Are you boys going to play it? I think you should.
I
try
mean,
it.
I'd like to. I'd like to.
So. No.
Yeah, it sounds like then it's a no.
I mean, we have other Resident Evils to play. We're going to be going back in time.
Danny can do it. He likes Resident Evil too.
Well, maybe Danny and I can figure out how to get together on it, because I really would like to do it, but the problem is I don't know, because considering I had problems with my laptop playing RE7, I don't know if... Well, I played RE3 and RE2, the remakes. I don't know. I wanted to see if it runs on my computer.
That'll leave me and Zach to play some of the new dating sims.
Well, there is a demo you can download, James, so you can play the demo and see if it works.
Well, don't we already own the game?
No, because I only played the demo version. So there's a free demo you can try. So try the demo, and if that works okay on your laptop, then we can get you the full one.
All right.
That sounds like good. Pelagius says every Souls game is like the first game on Gamefront. It's very true. Dark Page says, I wonder if the sound of the swings are modded as well, because it sounds like a lightsaber with the lightning resin.
Oh. I thought there was always a crackle, like a little crackle.
It's hard for me to say. Zach might know better, but it's possible.
Remember.
It's possibly been
know.
modded. Doesn't know.
I don't know. I got no idea what you're talking about.
Doesn't know. Anyway, this is Elden Ring number 98. Danger Dad.
There's more of these? Holy smoly.
James, do you want to read this one? Because it's a bit of a story and you're good with stories. So,
Listen, Danger Dad. The other day I had a dream that I was launched out into space, and all I could feel was the fear of the abyss and not being able to get back. Never being able to get back. Then a spaceship that pulsed into geometric shapes that I couldn't understand picked me up. Inside was a great underground black lake. I could feel something evil in the water as I swam on the surface, and looking down into the water, I saw a light coming out from the bottom of the lake, so I swam to it. And I saw it was a cavern that had opened to a sunny mountainside that was not underwater anymore. I emerged out of this, a man leaped from the bushes. I emerged out of this, and a man leaped out from the bushes and challenged me to a Pokemon battle. I beat him, but only after he couldn't cast any more spells because of the blue line crossed through his spell list. And
Ooh, that was
no, that was not beautiful. It's so stupid. That wasn't even a real dream, I bet.
I think it happened to a T. Everything happened that way. Danger Dad, I salute you.
I mean, my question is, did I make that mistake in this video, or is this just going to haunt me for everywhere I go, even if I stop making the mistake?
Yep. Bosox 2K1 943. Was this sequence written beforehand? I mean, you couldn't have written a better script. Dark Page was beautifully drawn out.
so what's that?
What is it?
943. We should take a look. Very close there, and I'll do.
I mean, you have access to a lot of blues and a lot of heal that way.
Yeah.
You just gotta play smart.
I mean, was that my fault?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Anything that happens on screen is your fault.
I think that was the script.
But now it's so fun to watch though.
Is this the dungeon that goes around in a big circle, but it doesn't feel like you're going around in a circle?
They're all the big dungeon that goes around. In
this
circle.
one it has like a double frost part, and then there's that big cat that jumps down.
Yeah, I hate that dungeon.
53, 56 is the moment Morgan fell. Yeah, not anymore. I'm sitting in a chair like a big boy.
What, did you fall out of your chair?
I do like slide down because I'm like laying in bed, so I just like go to sleep.
Holding me back.
I mean, I warned you about this area.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's my laptop. That looked like my laptop, not me.
How is that comfortable? What do you have your laptop on your chest?
A little desk, a little bed desk.
LOL, James has the same computer wallpaper as my 90-something-year-old grandmother.
Oh,
DJ Dad is going in on you today.
what is your wallpaper? Is it one of those AI
the
monstrosities?
stock one. It's the stock Windows.
No, it's just
change it.
It's just the stock Windows. I don't know where it is, but anyway. Okay.
We all have it.
We've all seen it.
What do you guys have as your wallpaper?
I have the stock one. What do you have?
Great. Death 705 is my favorite new death, but we'll never know which one that was.
Well, the 705th.
Experimental 1919. To be fair to that untimely failure, that was a pretty generous hitbox on the part of the AI. Unless the axe pound was an AoE I'm unaware of, you were clear of the attack. That said, one more roll away and you'd have been clear for that fireball you tried to get off in response. And Souls games love punishing carelessness, so you kind of deserved it. Patience,
What?
James. Dark Page, I caught some secondhand embarrassment off of that. Oh no, 1919.
That axe didn't. Yeah, it did. It didn't seem to be
No,
quite.
it touched him perfectly.
Do you think?
Not perfectly, you liar.
I want a slow motion
Yeah,
replay.
slow it way down.
Enhance.
Oh, I like this.
Enhance.
Oh, I'm rolling away. JK. Oh, you
Missed.
made it?
I did. I dodged it. Look how much health he has.
Because he stops moving. Oh.
I mean, that axe was miles away from him, to be fair. It's the AoE, I think, that gets him.
Yeah.
Does it have a ground pound AoE?
Must do.
Must do.
It must do.
I mean, how much health do you think he has there? Annie? Is it just that he's on 0, but he can still be alive?
I mean, you got beat. That guy can do a lot more times than I thought he was going to.
Powell has a great little tip, but I don't think you need it very often unless you're like waiting a week between. Easy way to check if you beat the boss in a dungeon, just try to teleport out. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah. He could have been a
This is
troll
supposed to be-
and tell you that there's a line between the teleporting
Yeah.
inside the crates.
Pill confirms that it does have an AoE, that axe. So
There we go.
That explains it.
Bloody hell. This is Pelagius. Bloody hell. I mean, literally, Gibbles should explore more of this area more because there's a press to win spell in there.
James, are you
It's
having a
also
stroke
bullshit.
right now?
It's a bullshit level of synergy.
Yeah, Pill doesn't sound like that anyways. Where do you
Well,
think Pill's
he said
from?
bloody hell. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't
You
make
say
him
bloody hell?
British. Not that
Yeah.
was. I mean,
Okay, well, it wasn't a British
I can
accent.
say mahalo.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't mean I'm Zach.
Fine.
Aloha, bitches.
That is
Hello and
also
goodbye.
a bullshit level of synergy with the White Mask and the Bleed Talisman.
Yep.
All right, Talisman. If you want to stay chill and continue on like that, you might want to combo your Frost with any fire incantations to instantly reset the Frost debuff. So it works like a second bleed. Also, since your Ash of War gives you Frost weapon buff anyways, you could switch back to Heavy Affinity for more damage. You should really grab a better shield. Check your Stash Manor Tower shield, or go to buy a shield from the merchant where you got the invisibility torch and apply no skill to them, so you can use your Ashes of War with a weapon once. All
I've
right,
been
that
asking
sounds
for that
okay.
a lot. But
Another
sorry, 2K1. Oh, go for it.
Another pump for Hoarfrost Stomp Ash of War. It does frost damage, but even if you freeze someone, it'll continue to hurt them, not necessarily freeze them, which you might prefer since you love using your Ash of War. And then Ulasile says, I wish he had gone for Hoarfrost when he was debating between the two Frost Ashes of War.
Is it too late to change it?
I have no idea. It doesn't sound like
it. You can change it whenever.
Danger Dad says, Morgan, thank you for calling out James's atrocious Baba backup strategy because Elden Ring's enemies, he's Baba backup. Elden Ring's enemies punish that particular maneuver so hard.
Yeah, it's terrible. Almana Mike 415 started a good vid for a short or TikTok. 515, another one. Gotta love Jib's work. 3104, the grace called the Nameless Eternal City. Near it, towards the ledge, there's a grave site where your Uber awaits you to take you to the next area that Alcohol Morgs is looking for. Oh, great.
I want to watch these to see. So 415. Because I need more shorts.
Guy. Incorrigible.
Well, at least the cat creature didn't come back.
The cat creature that was just up on that ledge that just jumped down to attack you? He really does have tunnel vision. James, what have I told you about candles and playing?
It's just residual highness.
That's pretty funny.
All right, that's great. That's a great one.
515.
Only like a minute later?
Frost that frost boy. See if he frosts.
Out of here.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
Where do I go? I hate this game. It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Amazing. And then what's that?
I
think we get that
actually,
one.
I think we did get that one.
This seems
Wait,
like the only
I wanna
appropriate
see
reply
it.
because I don't. Okay, 3104.
I thought that was another video.
Mm-hmm. So Ronnie's rice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I gotcha. I know where it is. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was the other one, the other thing, but now we got it.
Don't you mean mahalo?
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
What is this emoji?
It's two fist bumping.
Okay.
I was
Here we go. We
butt
got
cheeks.
Steve the Ghost
Yeah,
has
it's
some
sexual.
highlighted message. If James doesn't beat the game under 1,000 deaths, he has to get a blue tattoo line across his chest.
Yep.
That's
Actually-
yeah. Imagine if you got the full like FP thing with the blue line through it tattooed on your chest. For
I mean, maybe I would be willing to get a tiny one, like on my nipple, because if my nipple is showing anyways,
what the fuck are you thinking, dude?
Can you imagine how bad that would hurt?
Oh, hell yeah.
The
sure
only
you-
someone without a tattoo would say that.
God. You're a monster.
well, I'd
If
want it
anything,
somewhere that wouldn't show up if I was filming, so they probably put pasties.
Do
on
what?
it if
Do
you're-
the like? You know, like when those girls like they'll get a mustache tattooed on their like thing, so they can like look. You know, I would do it on your finger, so it's hidden. You're like, oh, there it is. I can see the blue line that I should be reminding.
What spell would
myself
you
of.
put behind it? That'd be the question.
rot breath.
That'd be cool.
And yeah, just stop brushing your teeth.
Yeah. All right. Rhythmic says sometimes I just want James to move on to the juicy parts.
I know it's tough. The problem is that I'm gonna make James go back and do everything.
Which I think is gonna be fun. We'll be able to do everything in like one or two videos, and then we'll get to the juicy parts.
Yeah.
4237 Bosock says this is peak James trolling the CPU and then getting parried reposted at 4259. We all knew he's a dead man when he said, "Come on, bring some skill to the fight." Shit.
I mean, we've watched that whole sequence, right? From 4237 all the way through.
Have we seen that?
Nah. There's a new video.
37.
We're going to see some of James's juicy parts in this video clip. Come on, bring some skill to the fight. He's almost dead.
Oh!
Oh no! What is he doing?
He's evading your attacks. And he's causing damage to you. Ooh. Yeah. Is
Jeez!
always be closing.
Wow, that sucks.
That was
It's not good. That's for sure.
a light fart in his direction would have killed him.
Mm-hmm. Ulasal's botnet. James already got the Finger Slayer blade, Morgan. I remember that. Also, I'm guessing the exploration of that whole area above the Gargoyle Duo was the lost footage based on what you guys were saying. It sounds like James was alluding to a battle that he might have had with the Baleful Shadow. Blade invader thing.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
55-15, James's face is pristless.
Pristless. What was that? 55-15. Nailed it.
No. Oh, Jesus.
Do I get away?
This is just a smorgasbord of reactions. I think we all went on that emotional roller coaster with you there. That was,
I like that I'm just numb to it.
yeah.
705, I think, was the death that somebody said was one of their favorites. We should. That one's worth taking.
At what
That's
timestamp
a pretty
is it?
good death. It was the last one that we had. I think it was like whatever.
705.
Death 705.
I think we found it.
42,
Oh,
50
yeah.
something.
Oh, so that was
yeah,
705. Yeah. Nice. Good job.
All right.
This is
people love this one.
Pizza Tower. I mean, I think Mitch did a stream of it, and that stream was very popular. Obviously, when I covered it, it wasn't as popular. I don't know why. I can't possibly think why.
You
Chugdo.
think it's because you couldn't
Play the game.
the tutorials?
Dogdo says.
Zach has been
Gifted
talking
me a
about Pizza
copy.
Tower. Yeah, he loves
This
it.
game is so amazing. I played it. It was the one of the only games I had installed while I was in town, so I was playing it on my computer, my laptop, and my laptop can run this game phenomenally. And I got like S ratings on some of the bosses. I'm pretty good at Pizza Tower.
Good job, man.
I love it. It's great.
Danny,
feel
Danny,
called
how would you rate yourself at Pizza Tower?
It's overwhelming for me. I struggled with it, but
I can't believe
got better
it. You're
towards
good
the
at
end.
Sonic. It's very similar to Sonic. When Zach pitched it to me, he said something about it being like better than Toe Jam and Earl, which I don't think they're in the same genre.
It's not the same kind of game. The
No,
graphical
music and
style
art
is,
style is what I was kind of connecting it. It's like it's like a lot of different things. It's a amalgam.
The art style is similar to the original Toe Jam and Earl on the Genesis, I think, but like it's certainly the remake of Toe Jam and Earl. This looks. I don't want to say it looks better because it's clearly made in MS Paint, but you know what I mean. The music's banging, though. I agree. There's far too many different things, button combinations for my brain to cope with. Plus, I just struggled with a particular one, which was the run of the wall and climb up. I don't know. Anyway, Drogdor says...
Hold down right trigger, A, jump, X, hold down right trigger and X, so then you climb up.
Fine.
Did you beat the first boss, the Pepperman?
I think we beat the first boss.
The one where you have to, like, basically, he knocks over the picture of you and he... there's the statues falling and you gotta basically break the stone statues of him. And then he freezes because he's...
Remember.
if those don't make sense, then you didn't beat the first boss.
I beat the tutorial, and then I beat the first level, I think.
I think you said that wrong. The tutorial beat you.
Was NWO Dannywood employed at VentureBeat in 2017? Is he the infamous reviewer who got stuck in the Cuphead tutorial for 26 minutes? I did struggle with Cuphead. I didn't get past the first level on that either. Or is this Roddy Chess? is this 4D chess on Danny's part, and he was parodying the game review. Regardless of which, I love how Zaki's just losing his shit in silence. I haven't seen the footage. I don't know if you were just... I don't want to see it.
I freak out and yell maybe once, and then I'm just doing this the rest of the time.
I don't want to see it.
Covering my face.
Zaki's losing his shit in silence while Danny jumps up against the wall for over 3 minutes, only to eventually proclaim the tutorial is the one who's wrong and not him. To quote Danny, you have to jump the X button and then press right trigger. That's not what the tutorial says. 5:51. The sign literally says jump and hold dash, X and right trigger for the entirety of this segment. You cannot make this up.
5:51.
Well, hang on a second.
Prepare to eat a crow or whatever. Humble
whatever.
sandwich. Oh, speaking of contraband, I've been arrested for contraband and taken to jail.
Yeah, was that when you were in?
Don't take a
was
large
that-
amount of drugs to Vegas.
I was going to say, was that the one where you were in? Was that the one where you were near Area 51 or whatever?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have drugs in Vegas. Vegas used to be crazy before they legalized marijuana. It was a federal offense.
Yeah, you
Well,
could
yeah,
go
they-
to prison for a joint.
Yeah.
They were
Surprised you got away
just
with it.
changing it, yeah. And they weighed everything, and I had edibles.
Oh,
That was the weight of the product. So I was, I was screwed.
they're like these 3 brownies. You have a pound of freaking weed.
Pretty much, and we made spam musubis. I don't know if you guys know what that is. We cooked the spam in the marijuana oil, and oh god,
That's
Oh,
the
it was-
most Hawaiian thing I've ever heard in my
I
whole
know.
life.
And it was, and just watch it, yeah. And I was so honest with the cop.
You never. Okay, couple of things. This goes for everybody. Don't talk to the cops. You just don't. Whatever you do, don't talk to the cops. They're never. They're not. Just don't talk to them unless you absolutely have to. But don't
Turns
tell
out-
them anything.
He was a super cool cat, and when I was
No.
getting checked in, his brother was the guy who was checking me in, and he loves Grand Theft Auto. So we were talking about video games the whole time.
Don't talk to the cops.
I had
Don't
to, man. Video games.
There's a poke place near me that's really good, and they do the spam musubes, and my friends are very into them. They're very good, I guess. I mean, obviously I can't eat them, but they do have vegan.
Is there a
poke as
spam
well.
equivalent for vegans? Because
vegans?
it's just salty. Like, can't you just take some tofu and make it ultra salty?
There's
got it
a
with tofu.
there's a it's not vegan, it's vegetarian. It's called Worthington's. It's a vegetarian brand of meat product that tastes exactly like spam to me, but I don't eat it anymore, obviously.
I like tofu poke. It's really good.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't-
what I get here. Tofu poke, cucumber, seaweed salad, 2 big old scoops of rice.
Seaweed salad, boy.
Yeah.
Right down by the beach, boy.
I mean, I live right near the beach.
You look like you got a beach body, just like me.
Beach mindset.
Yeah.
So, are we going to see this clip of Danny's tragedy in the
Well,
tutorial?
I
I
think
had
they were
sushi
just-
yesterday. I had a really good sushi.
That's not what the tutorial says. That's not what the tutorial says. I mean, this is
it says
what
it right there, though.
Yeah,
Well,
that looks like
no,
that's
hang
what
on.
it says. Unless you've got a different controller
But
plugged in.
not much. Yeah, you might
Hold
be right.
dash, jump and hold the dash. I could not get Danny for the life of it, like him to like explain to me which buttons he was pressing. So I think.
Well,
he was
it
just,
also it looks like it might
manhandling
also
it.
be too close to the thing. You've
You
got
just
to be running and then jump and hold it.
You
Like
hold
you
the
need a
button.
little bit more space.
No, here's
Jump.
the, let me right. So I thought it would mean that you hold dash and then while you continue to hold dash, you then press the jump button. Or do you interpret that to mean that you hold dash and then you let go and then you press jump and hold dash?
It
Or
would
do
take
you
me
in-
2 tries to figure out which one it was.
or do you
Exactly.
interpret
Exactly. It should take you
Oh.
2 fucking tries, and then you know which
Oh.
one fucking worked.
I
and you
can't tell you right now,
fucking-
but it would take me
Oh.
2 tries.
do you interpret it to be hold dash and then jump and hold dash at the same time?
I honestly don't know. I would say the latter.
And then do you continue to hold down jump as well? Or
Jump and hold dash. Yeah, I would do both.
Once again, it's only going to take you 2 tries, probably.
Yeah, max 3 tries.
Whatever. Zach is a real boy. I wish Danny had recorded my attempts. Nobody needed to see you suffer during that attempt. It's such a bad attempt. Pelagius says...
The mountains. Danny will die on this hill, at the bottom of the hill, because he can't scramble up it.
That's very true.
I need I'm going to get a bell for when there's a good chat joke. Just like, ding, 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 ding.
That's actually a good idea. Like a little like front desk bell.
Yeah, I'll get a little air horn. I think
the bell's better.
Yeah, the bell's good.
Pill says, is Zach slowly turning into Danny? It was fun, albeit a little frustrating to watch an hour long flopping around. Exactly because games have their own quirks and oddities, spending some time, half an hour or so, internalizing controls usually makes for a far better experience playing the game. You might even discover a few useful things. For example, at full speed, Peppino ignores forks and other crap on his way.
That's his name?
Peppino, yeah.
A grappling move lets you reach... I mean, it's a pun on pepperoni, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I get it.
He knows, like, it's Italian. It's you know.
That's why it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Grappling move lets you reach sprint speeds a lot quicker. You can also use grapple to turn without losing momentum. It's also useful when timing your super jumps, since you slow down while performing the grapple, at least visually, but your momentum is conserved.
I didn't realize that about the grapple. I thought you could change directions without losing momentum as long as you held. I think it's the. I don't remember. I don't remember grapple having to be.
There is a way to do it, which I also struggled with, but yeah.
Well, this is the kind of game that really tweaks my like pleasure center because what I want to do is I want to get a high score. So I will restart
your pleasure
the game.
center tattooed too.
Yeah, I restart the game over and over so I can get a really good high score. And that means like I try to go at full speed, and once you start going full speed, you just start like just destroying any enemy in your path. They don't have anything against your full speed. They just pop.
Dude, just ask A-Train, man. He'll tell you.
Yeah, it's just like A-Train.
Nailed it, right, guys?
Yeah,
Boys reference.
Wait, has the latest season come out yet?
Aaron said it did. I have not seen it.
Oof,
I got a link they sent me that I'm allowed to watch it, but I'm not supposed to tell anybody that I got this link.
Put it in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat.
Why didn't they call him like Pepe E. Roni?
Peppino. I think Peppino's a pretty famous Italian name. I had a lot of friends named Peppino as a kid.
I'll tell you exactly how many people are named Peppino in Italy.
0. There's actually a pizzeria called Peppino's Pizzeria.
Steve the Ghost says, I feel like I would have loved this game as a kid, but there's too much going on for me as an adult. That's exactly how I feel. Mono Mike, it's like Hollow Knight on LSD.
Right up James's alley, then.
I haven't played Hollow Knight, but yeah, it's pretty trippy. This is a pretty trippy game. I really love it.
I figured we had you with LSD.
Yep, you did.
Based on the analysis, so this is for America, but based on the analysis of 100 years worth of data from the Social Security Administration's baby names database, the estimated population of people named Peppino is 0.
Is this first names or surnames?
First name.
Well, you need to be looking at surnames. I assume Peppino is a surname. You know,
yeah, like I said,
Joey Peppino.
All of my friends as a kid that were Peppinos, that was their last name.
Okay, based on the U.S. Census Bureau data, the estimated population of people named Peppino is 159.
There's a lot of them out there. I mean, we could fit them into...
There's 160 people in all of America
called Peppino. We could get them all into one, what was the name of that place? We could get them into one
A Pizza Hut?
Chuck E. Cheese?
Just say name
Chuck E.
any
Cheese.
pizza restaurant.
No, I was trying to think of the name of the place.
That's what the joke is. Just any pizza restaurant.
I was trying to think of the name that James does his show, but I can't. The place that sells all
the
Murder
Mystery thing?
It's the place that sells the toilet seat lids. But anyway, I think that is a small number in the grand scheme of things, but it's not 0. So you have
it's
to
not
eat your
0, so that's, yeah.
What's impressive is that there was 150 of them in the whole of the country, and at least 10 of them lived on James's Street. I mean, that's quite statistically unlikely. Anyway, this is Elden Ring number 99. You're only one away from 100. That's quite impressive, isn't it?
Wow. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some more facts.
Okay.
Pepino is the 631,297th most common surname in the world. Approximately 484 people bear this surname. So 160 of them are in the U.S. globally. Most prevalent in Argentina and San Marino.
Amazing. That is very low.
Maybe I misremember how many Pepinos I knew as a kid.
Like,
so this
you
is
know,
important. Rhythmic says Death 7-Eleven was counted twice.
That is very important.
7-Eleven Hawaii.
There's actually there's a contest riding on this, so we need to be very careful about.
Absolutely.
So please do make a note of that.
This means nothing to them.
I'm writing it down.
It's going to be a gosh darn tragedy for James if someone doesn't get the controller that they deserve.
Well, the fix for that is for you to bump the count up by 1.
Yeah.
Next time.
You know what, Danny? Thanks for making it that clear.
The reason why is I wanted to ask. Well, you and Morgan, really. Do you think he did it on purpose, or do you think it was a genuine mistake?
Oh, malintent. Ooh.
Do you think he's like slowly trying to manipulate the countdown by
truly an evil man?
And this is what happens when you have the master edit his own material. I mean,
and you're gonna see that Aaron guessed the exact number.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna have a second Gamefront.
Aaron Heaney just subscribed.
Editing.
Ooh. Spartan, are you still here? Are you ready for this? Spartan's been waiting for you to have your comeuppance.
I don't even have to read very much of it to realize that.
Well, we're going to read it word for word.
Is a boxing ring and me and Spartan to get.
You do not want that? You're a pacifist.
Yeah, not anymore. This here.
Yes. Good. Finally.
All right.
You've come to your senses.
I'm going to read it the way that Spartan sounds. Holy shit. I'm just going to come out and say it. After taking a break for commenting for a while and just lurking to study the gameplay, I'm convinced James, due to overuse of some chemical imbalance, has permanent candle brain. Either that, or he's lying about the frequency of use.
Yep.
He spends minutes messing with bursty blood boys before figuring out what everyone else did after they killed the first one and stops wasting time.
Mm-hmm.
Saying leveling the steel increases stability, which it does make it. What I was trying to say is it takes less stamina, so you.
But it's a completely different stat.
Doesn't matter.
No, it does. That's what I'm telling you. It's a complete. It'd be like, well, I meant strength, but I guess it's dex.
Careful, or I'm going to start imitating you.
Game
called out on no stability. Oh my god, this is long.
Yeah.
Getting called out on no stability stat showing by Morgs, then pivoting. No, I was talking about guard boost. All while upgrading a shield with literally minimal gains. Seeing those shit gains, but going with the flow like it was the original plan. And I'm sure I don't need to mention 1,000 times. He'll be doing something, some tragedy will strike, and Morgan will laugh or ask, what the fuck? And James goes into yet another, well, you see what I was trying to do was...
Wait, James, so you take a little pause here and take a breath. You see how you not taking this comment seriously is kind of like what the point that he's getting to? Like, you're dismissing the points that he's making, even though these are like the points that are holding you back from your... You're good?
It's hard to absorb a lot of this when I'm doing the character of Spartan. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe if you didn't do the part where you're blowing his comment off and just like listen to what he was saying, you know.
All right, I'll continue from here. And make his point no matter how far out of reality it may be, based on and proudly touting his justification as he's got scientific evidence that he's right and that it would have been a flawless plan. It's one thing to suck at a game and take everything in stride.
You taking this in
keep
stride?
Making improvements. But it's a whole other beast to play a game and make mistakes, get tips on how to fix those mistakes, both in the immediate moment and as well as dozens of tips after the video goes up, and yet still keep trying to the same old broken garbage strategies that
Thank you. Garbage.
a plan that worked 1 out of 10 times is not a good plan, but he loves to keep coming back to eat these shit strategies. I added eat, sorry. Like there's no other possible option. Either he's trolling super hard, is an actual brainlet,
I don't know what that means.
or has had so many candles put through his system over the years.
One of those
My
three
man
things is true.
may never ever leave the clouds to touch base with reality. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Good job with Moog, though. That guy's really hard.
Love the ending.
The only thing it was lacking was a reference to a blue line through the FP. But if it had
was
that,
really
If it,
hoping.
I think I would have tilted if he had put that in there. I think I would have tilted.
I mean, you know that comment, as harsh as it is coming from a place of love.
Just like a manlet is a half man, a brainlet is someone with half of a brain. Oh,
That's harsh.
yeah. I'll stop reading.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
Yeah, no, it had a different word. I had to change it.
Get a rope.
New York City!
Zachary Bell, who is just Zach, effing impressive. Congratulations. Ulasal's button at 2044. How? That does not just happen by itself.
how does what happen by itself? I think I need to.
Me getting good? Yeah. No one's to thank but myself. It just happened by itself.
Pepino. There.
Yeah, no. What was that 2044? I think.
The show? No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jeez, that is not what I tried to do.
you did point the wrong way there. I have to admit.
Yeah,
at
he was
the
looking at the guy. Yeah, but then you, James, and then you physically
the show?
pushed it to the side. But why? No one knows.
I think it happened by itself.
Well,
You really think that? I'm gonna be tilted before we even start recording.
Okay. I don't think that happened. I don't know. I must have had
You just did it. Just say you did it. You fucked up.
I fucked up. I did it.
James,
Yeesh.
you know you can use torrent for A, combat. You always hop off him to fight. Not sure why. Sometimes horseback provides a better advantage over some enemies, or it can even the playing field with horsebacked enemies. I bet those Black Knights would have been worth a shot on horseback, but you never tried it. Same with dragons. B, torrent can be used for picking up items. I've witnessed you hop off multiple occasions to pick something up. C, torrent can be used for running from enemies. This is something you like to do, but for some reason I can think of at least 5 times recently where you've hopped off torrent to run away. Torrent is faster than you and most enemies. Did you know this? D, did you know that torrent could be used for looking around? I'm not sure why, but you will hop off torrent to look at things when you can do this on horseback. E, did you know that you can use torrent for traversing? Torrent has a double jump that could take you higher and further than your 2 legs.
I think Mounds really hits it in the Twitch chat. It's a bit unfair to give him so many game tips at this point. He's only 100 videos into the game. James, do you feel like you're getting an unfair advantage with how much information we're giving you?
Information overload.
You'll get there, Jibs.
Danger, Morgan Christensen. This ship is not salvageable. Escape. The
Rhythmic.
USS Heen. Brrr.
Not that my backing will convince you, but Last Airbender was really a top tier show. Brad Hahn, yeah, but the movie sucked. Also, Legend of Korra was kind of meh.
Dude, the movie was the shit.
The M. Night Shyamalan movie? No, get out of
Laid
here.
it down. It was so respectful to
The source material?
source material.
You can even get it out.
Well, there's the other whitewashing that they did with the cast, so there's that.
Oh, yeah. There is a new live action that's happening that I'm excited about that's made by, I think, the original creators. And Korra, if you stick with Korra, it grows on you. But yeah, it took me too many episodes to get into it. But it's always like that with the second iteration of something because, the first iteration is so pure. And one of the best just pure arcs of storytelling from the beginning to end of, I think, any series that I've ever watched.
Okay, whatever. You didn't watch Scrubs, clearly. That show knows how to stick a landing.
How did that end? They both move out because they got married?
The show, I think Zach Braff or whatever. I don't know what happened. They just left the show and they moved it on with new guys. Dave Franco was one of them, and
Really?
they moved to ABC. It's bad.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, it did. It was sad. I loved that show at the beginning, and he's the guy who did Ted Lasso. So Bill Lawrence.
Yeah. The live adaptation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s is freaking amazing. Or maybe the first one was 89, but
The third one, right, is the best.
the first one's the best.
The third one where they go to Japan.
Turtles
I
in
never
Time?
saw that one.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time
Oh.
is good. I don't know if you're trolling or not. I really like it still.
I think we might.
They're
I might
all
have
good.
to rewatch it.
They're all good. They are. As long as they're using those original suits, they're good. I'm a bigger Michael Bay fan, though, than any of the other ones.
Oh yeah.
JK. No, they're terrible.
He just produced those though.
It doesn't matter. He touched them and made them pure trash. Even though he does make some of my favorite movies of all time, the Bad Boys movies.
Oh, Bad Boys 3 is the best, and he didn't do that one either.
Bad Boys 2 is the best.
Bad Boys 2 is the worst.
No. What? Bad Boys 2 is the best.
Bad Boys is good. Bad Boys 2 is trash. Bad Boys 3 is pretty good.
Wait,
Is
have
that the
you
one-
ever
oh,
seen
wait.
have you ever seen Bad Boys 2?
Oh no, wait, 3's bad too, right? Is 4 the newest one?
4 is the newest one.
Yeah,
But
that one's good.
Bad Boys 2 is the one where they fight
Go
like
to
all
Cuba,
the dreadlock
right?
guys. They have that amazing car chase scene and one of the best especially in the time, maybe the best car chase scene in any movie.
Yeah, and down in Miami, across that bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, chucking boats at each other.
Jabba.
Okay. All right.
And a lot of that stuff was practical. You should watch the behind the scenes. You need to get educated. You need
I
to
will
take a
get-
class, a Michael Bay class.
You're a monster. All right, Rotten Tomatoes says it's 23%.
Let's go. Out of
see what
what?
Bad Boys
Out of what percent? How many possible?
Bad Boys for Life. Oh, that is the third one. But it
That's
has
a tragedy. Bad Boys for Life, and it's
Right,
the third
well-
movie. I guess
that
there isn't
doesn't-
a third one.
76%. And Joe Pantaleone or Pantaleone.
Pepino. Starlight Cheese, good job, James. You have to learn how to fight and not rely on Scarlet Rot. Scarlet Rot isn't going to be effective on the last two main game bosses. Yeah, that's the truth. Rhythmic, why do you have that shield with frost on it? I'm sure you are aware it isn't blocking 100% physical because of that.
I am aware of that.
Okay. Elmono Mike 2913, check all that rock wall and you'll find the Bleed Flies incantation that those invaders used against you. Jibs, you'll love it. Great job, Jibs, defeating Big Boss there, and good luck at that tree place. Mike, spoiler, it's fine. He'll forget about it very soon. They know you so well.
Wait. Oh, okay. But the spoiler is that I beat that boss in the video, right? What else? What other spoiler would there be?
It's telling you where the incantation is.
Yeah. Well, let's get that. Can we see where that is? 29.
I think that's the one that Pill was telling you about in the other video.
Oh, that'd be nice if it's
The push to
same
win
one.
Wow.
incantation.
How do they not wake up?
Oh, it's in the hole. Those guys are supposed to wake up. Oh, you didn't. You were supposed to take a left there, and you went past it. So it's down. I know where it's at.
Cool. Great. I got it written down too. Brad Hahn. Anyone got thoughts on Dredge? Haven't even heard of it. Looks like a nice, relaxing fishing game with absolutely no Lovecraftian horrors at all. What?
That's sarcasm. Steve the
Oh, okay.
Ghost. Great
I would
job
love
on
to check
Moog,
out
Jimmy. Yeah, I haven't heard of it. I don't know anything about it.
I love Lovecraftian stuff.
Too scary.
Should go on Keymailer and see if you can get a copy.
What's Keymailer?
Yeah.
And Steve the Ghost. Great job on Moog, Jimmy. Rhythmic says, that was a pretty optimal fight. I know, Morgan, just out of habit, tried to poop on your poison strategy, but not with Rotten Frost. That was very expert walkthrough strats of you, James. I expected 20 plus deaths at least.
Do you know how long it took me to beat him?
I don't know.
Look how smug he looks. Look at his smug little face.
10 deaths?
I'm pretty sure it was 3 deaths.
3 deaths.
Look how smug.
I mean,
What about the Night Cavalry? How many times you died to those guys?
30.
You did good on that. No one poo-pooed when you did good.
if he does really well on the hard bosses and he does really bad on the easy bosses, in aggregate, does it still work out about right? I mean,
No, because there's a lot less hard bosses than there are hard bosses.
yeah, that's true. Tough luck, James. Bullsocks 2K1 says, shocked James did this without purifying crystal tear. Well done.
Agalagos Marios.
Okay, offensive,
James
but carry
has
on.
matured so much in this playthrough. It's seriously impressive. He's turning out a great Elden Ring player.
Aw.
Congratulations, my friend. Oh, it would be a shame not to mention Morgan's contribution through his tutoring and his way of calming James in tough situations.
Who is this sweet little angel baby?
I don't know, but I like
It's Agelos Malios. He was
Ban
called
them.
he was called Peppino at one point, but obviously
See,
he's
this is why it's racist. This is what I'm saying.
what?
You can't just be calling every person with an Italian sounding name Peppino.
When they're not even from really Italy, right?
Yeah, they're from Argentina.
How do you know they're from Argentina? Is that
Because the highest percentage of we just went through the
Oh
facts.
yeah.
Hey, come on! Oh my God!
So you
Time for the
so you
test. Is
admit
everyone ready for the quiz?
what's this symbol? I'm curious. It looks
That's the American flag with some sort of golden eagle. in
I
front of
feel like maybe it's clicking on that as a risky click.
oh, I
Really
wouldn't.
nice
know.
comment, and then just like really harsh videos.
I just want to see the image.
Alex
that's all.
Jones fan, perhaps?
It's
Don't know, it's hard
it's
to tell what
an
that
American
is.
eagle holding a trident.
Do the American Eagles carry tridents often?
Only when they're fishing in the sea.
It's got to be some kind of military thing.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
what I imagine. Yeah,
Sweet.
Military badges.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, I mean, this is just pontificating.
I think you
But
skipped
Marines or the Navy.
I think you skipped my second comment. It needs attention because of how bizarre James's logic about leveling up is. Lol.
Which comment? Whose comment?
Steve the Ghost.
This
James's
one.
level logic broke my brain.
I think what they're talking about is how I wanted to have souls to level up, and like.
Oh,
Morgan
how
was arguing should
my
just-
brain was already broke as well.
Yeah, but it turned out that I was right, and that's how I beat Big Mo, in
Excuse me?
3 deaths.
Wait, how does that prove that?
Because I think that's what happened. Is I beat him in 3 deaths.
I seem to remember immediately after you got the assload of souls directly after you beat him, going, "Oh yeah, I can see how nickel and diming my 2,000 and 3,000 itemized ruins is kind of garbage." You admit that almost immediately in the video.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm reminding you. So if you want to modify your statement, or you want to eat crow, or
Eat crow is the new. The Mountain says that symbol was the Navy SEALs, apparently.
Oh, really?
I think it's the seal of the Navy SEALs.
It's the,
I've
it's
seen
the
Navy SEALs. They look like humans.
It's the Navy SEALs. The Navy seal.
It's the seal.
Have you guys met
of
the
Navy
SEAL that is the Navy SEAL? He's badass.
Should we click on it? I mean, no one can see it now. This channel doesn't have any content.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there you go.
That's it.
The
He has no videos.
Naval Special Warfare Development Group.
Yeah, that sounds like Navy SEAls.
That's the
I'm pretty
Nis-
sure I met a Navy
Niswudig-
SEAL. Are the Navy SEAls the
Budweiser.
one that take the pin and punch it into their shoulder?
I'm sure they do something along those lines.
I was at a bar in Texas, and was drinking with a group of like maybe 3 SEALs that were together, like out drinking and stuff. And like one of them was like, I guess, Papa Seal.
Yeah, how many balls did you have?
Not many, but one of them who was like the oldest or the top SEAL. I don't know how it all works, but basically was like, if you ever meet a SEAL, you're allowed to punch the pin into their shoulder, and like one of the guys at the table, like just let him just punch this pin into his shoulder. It was a little painful to watch. It was, but they were all having a great time, and they bought me shots, and we had a good old time.
That sounds like they're trying to get your ass kicked by a different SEAL when you run into them. Yeah, see the badge? I know, dude. Boom.
Yeah. I wouldn't risk it.
I think it's if maybe if a Navy SEAL sees another Navy SEAL, that's but also usually those guys don't like run around talking about how they're Navy SEALs because they're like more incognito than that.
Well, Jesse the Body Ventura
I think
did.
they were retired.
Oh, Jesse,
different.
Yeah,
he doesn't shut up about how.
Excuse me, he's not the body anymore. He's the mind.
Oh, sorry. I have a bone to pick with you, James. I've just found out from Pelagius that you use the shackle on Moog, which is an item that locks him in place so he's unable to fight back. Is that true?
Yeah. You only get to use it a couple times.
I'm sorry that I read the item descriptions. Oops.
But it's
you
not,
said, does this work on him? And I said, yeah, it does.
the only
The
thing
reason
I'm
I said, does this work? Is because I read it and it said it.
The only
locks,
reason I'm
Moog.
upset is because when you asked me how many tries it took for you to beat him, and you were all proud of yourself, through not telling me the strategy that you used, you implied that you did it through skill and not through.
It was through skill. Did you?
I mean, I didn't, to be honest.
Because you didn't know.
I didn't know, but
Yeah. So it's knowledge is a skill also.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, and that's the skill I rely on most.
You've got me there. I'll admit that, but I'm still a bit disappointed at the misrepresentation of the situation.
Okay, from now on, I won't use any of my brains as I'm playing.
I don't know.
Morgan oddly looks like a sports announcer, or maybe someone who's like working on in the stock market, New York stock.
I mean, I'm going with stock market.
Oh, I don't have my thing on or look at my stocks right now.
Mid-level bank manager. It's.
Sorry, sir, we cannot extend you this loan.
Yep, that's exactly it. Someone said you look like a pilot before. I think because of the headset and the mustache.
And the mustache, yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
we got to get you some aviators.
Yeah, it's some aviators and just the shoulder bits on, and then I think you would definitely be,
And then we get you like a Navy SEALs badge, so everyone can start punching you in the chest.
I don't think punching a pin into Morgan's shoulder is what it needs right now. To be honest,
how do you know? Are you a doctor? Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if I look like Morgan,
acupuncture is exactly what I need.
You know, who is? I mean, actually, he does look dressed like a doctor as well. Kind of.
All right, Danny, drop your pants off.
Get him down. I'm gonna get this finger in here and see what's going on. Make sure the G-spot's working.
Bill says a quiet office manager who turns out to be a psychomaniac.
Red Stapler guy, and I know this because I watched Ghost last night, plays the cop in Ghost that kind of like shuffles Demi Moore off of the case and tries to put the blame on Whoopi Goldberg. I fell asleep.
I haven't seen that movie in a while. I remember
it
liking it a lot.
Hold up.
Did you guys watch Banshees of Ishtar?
I did. In a sharing, yes.
Sharon?
Have you finished it yet, Zach? Because I mean, you've been, he's halfway through it, and because we were supposed to be doing a new little project around this, and he didn't end up finishing it, and I don't know.
I've watched it twice.
I got
not like the movie.
I'm surprised you watch it. You don't like it.
I think it's very well acted, and I think it's just tragically sad, like watching a train wreck in slow motion.
It is a very sad movie.
But
with some very dark comedy in it, but still,
I cannot call that a comedy. It's not a comedy. But the actor
not
who
a comedy.
plays the guy that is like, I can't put a finger on it, and I don't want to spoil anything, but that guy, not Colin Farrell, he was in Gangs of New York, which I just started watching last night.
Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah, that guy's in Gangs of New York. He's an
Gangs of
amazing
New York
actor.
is really good.
He's an amazing actor, but I did not like that movie. It was too sad. It was just
You
awful
didn't
to
like
watch.
Gangs of New York.
No,
I
he's
love
talking about the
Gangs of New York.
Banshees.
If you didn't like Banshees of Inisherin, why did you watch it twice?
Because Erin wanted to see it, and I kept telling her to turn it off.
That's why he's whispering right now.
No, she has a work meeting. She's
It's a drama comedy.
It's
You
a
know-
dramedy. That's
I
the
worked
word.
know-
It's a dramedy.
I
know
was told
how-
it was a comedy, and I did not think it was funny. If it was told to me it was a drama, I probably would have liked it.
It's more drama than comedy. There is some dark comedy elements to it, but it's definitely not. It's definitely heavy stuff. If you would watch a film on your own without Erin, and then Erin obviously made you watch it again because she wanted to see it.
I was technically playing video games next to her because the TV's right here, and I just kept saying, "You're not gonna." She watched the beginning of it with me, and then she wanted to start it back over, and I was like, "Just turn off the movie now. It's a good ending if you stop it now." And I said that several times, and she just kept watching it all the way to the end.
And what was Erin's opinion?
Nothing like letting someone experience something on their own.
Did she
me tell you
like
what.
the movie? Did she not like the movie?
She did not think it was funny. We were told
I mean,
it was
no.
a comedy.
Did you
Did you watch the trailer?
Psychopaths?
The trailer
Did
kind
you
of
see
hints.
Seven Psychopaths though?
What?
Have you seen
Seven
Seven
Psychopaths?
Psychopaths?
I
Swear to God,
seen
Danny, just shut up. I've been trying to say it 3 times and you
I had
talked
never
over
even
me.
heard of
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought with a clear accent you might understand it.
Have you seen Seven Prisoners?
No.
Oh, in Bruges?
I'm just finding movies that have 7 and then.
Oh,
What?
I'm saying that this is from the same director, Martin McDonough.
This is a completely different topic, but what I want to know is why you refuse to watch Star Trek because Erin doesn't want to watch it when you'll watch other things without her.
No, what happened was I watched Banshees.
Do not let her hear this. Do not let her hear this. You ever
watched
seen the
Banshees
Key and
of
Peele's sketch where he's like, I looked her right in the eyes. But you said it though, right? You said it? James, that's what you're doing right now.
She
You
has
said
a
that?
meeting. She has a meeting right now, and I'm not. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she has a meeting in the other room, and she's in charge of the meeting. She has 2 meetings today.
Wait, when does that end? When were you going to tell me?
Well, there's a meeting at noon that already started, and I got a little message saying I was being loud. And now there's another meeting at 2 p.m., but it'll be fine as long as I talk quiet like this.
James, you can't play the game and talk quiet like this.
I just can't say anything about creaming my pants.
Well, good news.
The Mounds remembers.
Good news. We've reached the end of another fan mail.
Bad news.
Bad news.
We have to end it with a big scream.
Wait, I feel like I had an announcement. I am going to. This is just depending on how my shoulder feels after recording today in the chair. If I feel fine tomorrow, I'm going to resume streaming tomorrow morning.
How do you feel right now? After
It's not
2
hurting
hours?
right now, so as long as it doesn't, pop off, I'll probably do some exercises while I'm waiting for this to end. I've got my little bands.
Nice. The Twitch train is back on the tracks. You're on board for it.
Zach, do you play League of Legends?
Oh God, what are
Don't
you
fall
doing?
for Zach. Don't fall for this.
No.
Danny, do you play League of Legends?
I don't play League of Legends. I'm sorry, James.
Well, then you guys are going to miss out on Legends.
So you should mute yourself.
You got
Yeah, what
muted then, which is good news for everyone, I think.
We're not playing League of Legends, all right?
I hope Aaron ganks you out of here.
She just comes tearing through that moving blanket.
the blue screen.
shut the fuck up.
We should build it out into like a little sound booth.
Does he have room for extra walls?
No, we got to get out of here. James is in.
Okay.